Hello, and welcome back for the last time in this campaign probably, to Doomed. Not so solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror the card game with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. Today, share viewers, we are going to be taking on the finale of Betrayal at the Mountains of Madness, the fan-made campaign for Arkham Horror, the living card game. This is Scenario 8, The End of the Earth, which is obviously sort of a little play on words. It is both at the end of the Earth, Antarctica, which you could say, I suppose, and it is going to be the end of the Earth. As always, I'm going to do a quick little recap. We're going to dive in, read some intros, and figure out what we have to do. I am pretty excited because this has been one epic campaign. Specifically, I think the way in which Dexter Drake and Jenny Barnes have kind of built themselves up and grown over the campaign is pretty impressive. Trekking down to Antarctica and sort of... put that mic there. There we go. Oh, I can sleep in tomorrow. Perfect. Weirdness high. Welcome to Doomed. You're absolutely correct. It's the end of the Earth. I honestly think, I don't know if you work tomorrow, but I'd say don't bother. I'm very, very excited to jump in. Crosshare and I have had a look. We're terrified, but I think it's going to be right up our alley because, weirdness, what is the best thing that's happened this campaign? Jenny Barnes punching Shoggoths. That's right. And hopefully there will be Shoggoths to punch. But if not, there will be something else to punch. That is certainly correct. Do I have much more to say? I'd like to introduce my cohort here, the Crosshair. But I believe the Crosshair's still off fixing a snack and so on. So instead, I'm going to pop us right in to take a look at The End of the Earth. Ooh. Whoops. Now that's the wrong button. There we go. All right. Ooh, perfect. Excellent. And of course, for the grand finale, I am joined today by the one, the only, Jenny Barnes, the Crosshair.
Hello.
Hello. Weirdness will always remember Jenny punching Shoggoths on multiple occasions. Good times. Good times.
No Shoggoths yet, but
not yet. Soon. Yeah, the hope is that there will be some. Osab, of course, does point out, it's a good point. You can roleplay through Arkham Horror, the card game, as like a librarian, a meek librarian, or an old professor, or someone who's just trying to like uncover the secrets of the universe, and they have to use their wits to avoid monsters. Sort of more of less of a Predator, more of a I don't know, horror film, more of a Halloween or something. But instead, what happens every time is we end up punching things. I don't know how it happens. Oh yeah, weirdness for sure. That'd be great. I'm definitely gonna look into that. All right, Crosshair. I don't know if we have much to say. I kind of want to just jump into the intro to sort of see where we're at. Very briefly, last time on Doomed, Dexter and Jenny found themselves at the Dark Tower in Antarctica, where it was revealed the only way to keep a massive extra-dimensional being captive is to continue to feed human brains into a massive neural network that was keeping it contained. So they did.
Yeah.
So we did. I believe Jenny also used her magic clocks, which I will say again, just for clarity, clocks, to defeat an ancient one. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, basically punched it to death with a massive fist of flesh.
Ah, yes, the fist of flesh. Right, because it was the primordial ooze, and it got punched to death with a horrible fist of flesh. And they can only hope that they have done enough. Dexter left out the window. Jenny found her way out in another way. I really want to read this intro and get to it, because this my friends, is Scenario 8, The End of the Earth. Exiting the tower, you carefully make your way down into the valley beyond. The storm ahead of you stirs furiously, but that is not what attracts your attention. Moore was right. Whatever arcane apparatus funnels heat away from this area is clearly malfunctioning or overloaded. When you arrived at the tower, it sat in a largely seamless basin of snow, but now that snow is starting to melt, revealing what lies beneath. Dark, twisted, grasping remains are gradually pushing through the receding frost. At first you take them for bones, the mass grave of some long-extinct megafauna. As you get closer, you see more clearly that it is flora, the desiccated remains of some ancient jungle preserved beneath the snow. The visible vines and trunks strongly resemble the living jungle inside the tower, and you realize that this is the external part of that synaptic system. You envisage a great brain overflowing its skull poured out across the landscape, frozen and amputated. Around the edges of the valley are partially visible ruins. They appear to be other elements of the same giant system that maintains the storm. Entryways you recognize as the work of the city builders dot the hillside, and from the absence of ice and snow around some of them, you can see which are emanating heat. Dark spots like ants flow from the ruined apertures and down into the jungle. It takes you a moment to recognize the jerky, distorted motion of the Stygian cysts. They are flooding down into the valley along clear channels through the snow. The imprisoned god is making its final bid for freedom. You have to stop it now, before it is too late. Just turning up the music a little bit. This is it. The end of the earth. Weirdness asks, I mean, look, if people are gonna, leave themselves unguarded and unaware, I mean, what are they expecting? You came to study this thing, and now you're a part of it, so I don't know what to tell you. Setup instructions. So I just want to point out what we've already done and what we still need to do in terms of setup. We begin play at the Elder Pharos. Pharos, of course, means lighthouse or tower. Not of course, but I knew that from trivia. Yay! Add cultist tokens to the Chaos Bag until it has a total of 4 cultist tokens. Now, Crosshair, fun fact, I believe we already have 5. So, no need.
4. It's actually 4.
Nailed it. Perfect. We're already set. Okay. Additional setup. If William Dyer is deceased, his skull was added to the Skull Throne. You manage to recover Dyer's satchel and the Orn Library's copy of the Necronomicon from within it. He has covered the priceless relic with scrawled annotations and scraps of that tattered paper. As far as you can determine, Dyer was attempting to recreate the spell to summon Yog-Sothoth. Choose an investigator to take control of the Necronomicon, the Olaus Wormius translation. It is on the reverse of William Dyer. So, I'm going to go over and have a look at that. Whoop. Let's have a look at the Necronomicon, shall we? This is an asset. It's a tome, because it's the Necronomicon. Action. If you're at the Carven Rim, you try to comprehend the incantation to summon Yog-Sothoth. Good lord. Take 1 mental trauma, because you're trying to understand the incantation. Test Will 5. You get +1 to the skill test for each mental trauma you have. Not bad. If you succeed, you realize that only the blood of the Ancient One can open the gate. Spawn the set-aside Atu bin Sotot enemy at the Carven Rim, who is set aside, so we don't know what that does yet. I don't know if spawning Yog-Sothoth is, good. I don't know if it's a good thing. It feels like a bad thing, but it's there.
You know who has 3 mental trauma?
Yeah, I do know who has 3 mental trauma. It doesn't take a slot either.
I guess Penny borrows the Necronomicon from Karen.
Well, that makes sense. There's a note a little further on about trauma Crosshair, which I'll get to just because I think it will be important for the context of the game. What flavor of world-ending event would you like today? You could let the Stygian creatures take over the world and cover it with their ooze, or you could summon an Ancient One. Here we go. Check the campaign log. If William Moore is not deceased, he is, so we're skipping that. Check the campaign log. If you parlayed with the Migo, which we did, The alien representative warily keeps its distance from the Dark Tower. Spawn the set-aside... God damn it. Spawn the set-aside Emissary from Yuggoth. Oh, it's a story asset. That's always good. That means it's not an emissary. No, that means it's not an enemy, sorry. Sorry, where is it going? The Elder Pharaohs. Oh, that's here. Oh, that's here. The Emissary from Yuggoth. Assistance, yes. And in exchange, we have something to ask of you. Action, parlay, agree to the Migo's terms. Whoa! Record in your campaign log that you made a deal with the Migo, then flip this card. I mean, it could be anything. Sweet Jesus.
You know how we are with secrets and finding out stuff.
Yeah.
Pushing the right button.
I seem to recall opening up the earth in that flesh cavern and then running out screaming because I didn't like what came out. So there's things require us to select random locations. There's a pile of cards to shuffle to do so. Tracking trauma. Many effects during this scenario will inflict trauma on the investigators. You may wish to keep track using damage and horror tokens. Okay. Remember, trauma inflicted during play does not automatically deal the same amount of damage and horror, which is important, because if you take a mental trauma, you don't also take a horror. For example. Then it says, if an investigator's physical trauma reaches their health or mental trauma reaches their sanity, that investigator is killed or driven insane, as usual. Just as an example, using Dexter here. Dexter has 1 physical trauma out of 6 health, so he can take 5 more physical trauma. He can take 4 more physical trauma. If he takes 5 more, he will be killed and driven. Crosshair, you're like, yup, here you go.
Nope.
Yeah, Jenny Barnes. It's a nice book, but maybe I don't want it.
Yeah, because Jenny has 3 out of 7 mental trauma, so...
Right. As opposed to 2 out of 8, which I think I have a bit more space, as it were, and then I can hopefully try to... I don't know what this does, even. Where do I have to be?
Also, you're the brainy one.
Yes, I am the brain one. Where do I have to be? The Carven Rim? Okay, that's over here in the west. Right, so quick map kind of sort of situation. We're starting here at the Elder Pharaohs with the Emissary from Yuggoth. Around this, there's a central Thawing Jungle location. Around the outside are other valley sides. There's the south and the north, and then there's the Carven Rim to the west. Beyond the Carven Rim, there is the Nameless Cylinder, which is a tornado, located at the Black Pit. They all have lots of effects on them. I'm going to read them as they become important in the scenario. Of note, in the center, in the Thawing Jungle, there is a Stygian convergence, where the various Stygian creatures are, you guessed it, converging. And we're going to sort of be keeping track of those guys as they get there. We're going to look at that as we go. However, the Stygian convergence specifically has 4 fight, 6 health, is massive, and it is immune to damage, period. It also cannot be evaded. So that's important. But then there are other, sort of details here. What else can I say? Let's read the agenda and the act, I guess. I'll take a quick look at the... Whoa! Crosshair, what happened? Where did these dice come from?
I spilled my dice.
I spilled my dice. Agenda 1A, The Nameless Darkness Within. For 150 million years, the Forgotten God has struggled in its oubliette. It is nearly free. This agenda's doom threshold is equal to the components that were added to the machine in the campaign log, which is 15. It's a lot, right? Did I write it down somewhere?
Yup.
Excellent.
15.
While a doom token is on a location or in a threat area, Normally it would contribute to the Doom total. It says, it is a copy of Stygian Swarm and does not contribute to the Doom total. Forced. When this agenda advances, only remove Doom from play equal to the Doom threshold and only from Doom that contributes. So you don't remove Doom tokens from locations because they represent something different. We understand what this means. We're going to keep track of it. Act 1A, The God Trap. Your only hope is to effect repairs before it can escape. The installation constraining the prisoner is a vast and impossibly complex facility built using the arcane technology of the ancients. Objective: if there is at least one resolved location in play, immediately advance. Hint: resolving locations will cause the investigators to spend all of their clues. I'll point out now, I think this is a good moment to mention what that means, a resolved location. If I take, for example, the Elder Pharos, where we're starting, it's an unresolved location. It has a forced effect like all of the other locations. When the enemy phase ends, flip half round up of the clues on this location to their Doom side. So clues on the locations every round become Doom, which are Stygian swarms. Action. If the investigators as a group have at least 4 clues, in this case it says you attempt to scale the tower. Test agility 14. If you for comparison's sake, right? Most tests are like 3 to 5. If you succeed, flip this card. The test difficulty is reduced by 1 for each clue the investigators control as a group. So the more clues we have, the more we're able to the lower the difficulty, which is good. So there's that. Lots going on, Crosshair. I'm sure we're going to sort of be forgetting things as we go, but I would love to get into it and see where we're at, see what happens.
Yeah.
How do we feel? Like, do you feel like we've got everything we need? Not everything we need, but
it ends tonight. Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, hopefully. I'd say hopefully. I am so excited for... This is the journey that I was just saying before you came on, Crosshair. The journey that Dexter and Jenny have been on. They've changed so much. Like, I feel like Dexter's discovered his true kind of power, and Jenny also has discovered all of her abilities to sort of do anything she wants by manipulating the flow of time. So cool. All right. Whatever. Let's do it. Let's draw our opening hands. And let's get doomed. Whee! Okay. Do I like this?
I don't. I drew 2 weaknesses.
Oh, yikes. Oh, hi, Aragwen. Yeah, whatever. No big deal, right? No big deal, Aragwen. We're just taking on an extra-dimensional being. This is... Oh, sorry. Hi, Aragwen. Welcome to Doomed. I'm joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Great. Okay. This is actually... Crosshair, I forgot I put something in my deck that is legitimately, potentially a winner here, which is cool. I'm pretty jazzed about it.
I'm having the issue of every card in my deck is great, so I don't know what I need.
Well, I mean, whose problem is that? Aragwen, wonderful to have you with us. We're gonna see what happens today.
Well, that's good, because that's just useful. That I won't be using right away anyway.
Yeah, the question is, what do you want to see, right? Like, what do you think would be an ideal turn 1, and
Yeah, because I can't get to the black fan yet.
No, and there's no point in trying. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's fair.
Jenny's twin 45s is good, but we don't really have enemies yet.
Right, and also I don't think you want to spend all your money on them right away.
Yeah.
Probably.
The question becomes... Actually, the Miko are 1, the swarms. So...
Yes, the little
any
swarms
kind
are
of
1/1/1. Yeah.
any kind of success on
Good
this.
prediction, weirdness. It also says on the swarm, I'll just point out, right? Reaction, when you deal excess damage to another enemy, you can assign that damage to this enemy. So any overflow damage from anyone else can go to the Stygian swarm. So I guess if there's 2 swarms, you could deal 2 damage and kill 2 of them, which is cool, I think. Yeah, I think that's cool.
It's actually worked out. Cool.
All right, and I have...
And of course,
Yeah.
Jenny has also learned that money matters.
Yes, oh, very much so. The question I'm asking myself, Crosshair, I mean, I'm curious, of course, about this Necronomicon business. Like, I think I can kind of get to that soon, and we'll see what it does. But are we going to take this Migo... Well, sorry. When are we going to take this Migo thing? Because I know we want to. Or at least I want to.
Maybe next turn.
Mm-hmm. Have a little
Because
setup,
I think-
see what we're dealing with.
Yeah, I was thinking like set up.
Grab her brush and put a little makeup. Yeah, exactly. That's no big deal.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Well, it is early. Like we started at 8 my time when we usually start at midnight my time.
Much, much better in that sense, for sure. Unfortunately,
Hmm.
I have a hard cutoff for those watching, so we're going to see kind of how the scenario goes. It looks like it might be a big one, but we'll see.
Yeah, we have 3.5 hours to go.
On the clock,
What?
on your mark, get set, bake. On your mark, get set, insane. All right. I'm happy to start. You can start. Doesn't really matter to me.
No, if you're gonna have a setup and I'm gonna have a setup, we can basically do it at the same time.
That's true. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. I'll start playing and looking for cards, and then I'll describe what happened. If you want to do the same, if you want to describe kind of what Jenny's taking care of here.
Yeah, I'll just play the stuff and then explain.
Yeah. There you go. Whoops. Just get rid of that. No, get rid of that. There we go. So, Dexter, of course, is confronted by the absolute, sort of... Oh, that's actually not bad. Confronted by sort of the horror of what is occurring around him and doesn't quite know what to make of it. But there's at least someone who's accompanied him this whole time who is still here. She's still alive, which is incredible. Put down he'll draw the robes around himself. He's crafted this incredible gown for himself to sort of channel his energy. And then I think I'm going to use it right away to play this out for 2, which feels good. And then I will... Oh, that's it. That's all I can do. Okay, nice little setup. Let's get some clues.
Yeah, Jenny, of course, pulls out a thermos full of
Delicious.
alcohol soup.
Yeah, oh, God. Minestrone with
Like-
whiskey.
Plays with her lucky cigarette case. She doesn't smoke anymore, but likes to have it around. And then plays some poker with the emissary from Yugos.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's Jenny's playing poker with this alien who is just like, yes, would you like to make this deal? We can help you. Jenny's like, why don't you show me how good your poker face is?
Deuce is wild, my dear.
Deuce is wild, my dear. Very good. So, 7, and then 6, and so you're at 5 to start, or 6 to start. That's pretty good. That's a good start, honestly. I feel good about that.
Yeah, nice.
This lucky cigarette case is nice because I have a feeling. I mean, well, you're gonna try to do that. Okay, so in the enemy phase, hunters would hunt if there were any to hunt, or patrollers would patrol if there were any to patrol.
No?
Clues would flip to their doom side if there were any clues, which there are not. So instead, we are going to move straight into the upkeep phase this first time, where we draw a card and gain a resource. I am thrilled that exists. That's good.
Oh. Nice.
Honestly, Aragwen, I totally understand. Like, we're right in the middle of, or right at the end of this, like, this is easily the most complex campaign I think I've ever seen in this game, and it's wild. It doesn't make any sense. So, we're gonna try to tell the story as well to keep y'all entertained. Sorry, Crosshair, I interrupted you.
No, I just said nice.
Nice. Oh, go. That's good then. As we move into the Mythos phase, this is the place where the forces of the Mythos are going to attempt their dastardly plans. Instead of placing Doom, we place 2 Doom on the current agenda. Investigator Doom, that's out of 15. And we spawn 2 clues, each at a random location.
Carwen Rim and North Valley Side.
And North Valley Side, okay. So these clues will stay. However, as I pointed out already... Oh, please, Aragwen, please make up some story text for us. I love that. I'll point out again, at the end of... when the enemy phase ends, half round up of the clue tokens on this location to their Doom side, where they will become Stygian swarms. So we need to try to pick them up ASAP. Yeah, exactly. But not now, thankfully.
Oh, right.
Yeah. We still have a turn. Thank God.
And these are Shroud 1 locations, so everything is 1-1-1, but...
Yeah, exactly. And then now it's time for us to draw our encounter cards. Let's see what that... Oh, the nameless thing is a cyclone. Of course, just stay sheltered, stay away from windows. Perfect. Unfortunately, Dexter Drake, the magician / veteran / actual magic user, Aragwen, is the kind of person who charges into the fray to test his powers, as is Jenny, for that matter, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and we are at the base of a huge tower, so we're fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what's it gonna do? Fall over? It can only fall in one direction. Clutching the Necronomicon, robed in a magic gown, Dexter Drake is going to draw his first encounter card of the session. Oh, it's Echoing Shrieks! No big deal! I mean, not no big deal, I shouldn't do that. If you are at or connected to a location with an abomination, classic. Capital M Magician, exactly, Aragwen. There he is. Look at that mustache. So this is actually a Will 4 test. For each point you fail by, take a horror or choose and discard a card from your hand.
The abomination is everywhere.
I would love to be able to play out this Holy Rosary, but I won't, so it is what it is. And we'll do that on my turn. But instead, I'm just going to test this 5 to 4. I don't like it, but the Shrieks echo across, and Dexter is, unfortunately, slightly horrified. Ooh, oh! Throw the Echoing Shrieks into a cellar. It shrieks back at itself. Let's take a horror. No big deal. No big deal for now.
Let's see what Jenny gets from playing poker with the flying Yoggoth. It's a Stygian Stalker. Despite the uniformity of their stark coloration, each Stygian monstrosity is slightly different in its shape and motion, the vestige of the organic material they have absorbed.
Cool. These are... The Stygians are sort of a species of, like, shape-changing... They're known as the flexible ones, or the whatever. They can sort of change their shape. Interesting.
Alert meant...
If you attempt to evade it and fail, it attacks you. It's retaliate, but for evasion, yeah. The Thawing Jungle. That's right, Aragwen. Here it is. This is the jungle under Antarctica that's now thawing. I know. It makes perfect sense. So, as near as I can tell, Crosshair, this is a Stygian enemy that's non-elite that's going towards the Thawing Jungle.
Yeah, but it's engaged with me currently.
Correct, yeah. Well, under the city, Aragwen. We're in Antarctica, Aragorn. I want to make this very clear. Oh god, there's so much to say. If there is a Stygian enemy at this enemy... Oh, Crosshair, I've been misreading this the whole time. The convergence defeats other Stygians. It doesn't mean get defeated. It means this convergence eats other things.
Yeah, when they get there.
I've been reading it wrong. I thought the convergence died. I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, I've been reading it wrong. Now I understand. The convergence eats everything that it comes into contact with. Well, that's less good, isn't it?
Yeah, I kind of need to punch it.
Yeah, it doesn't have retaliate, so that's no bad thing.
Yeah, I need to punch it twice and then get the clue from it.
Yeah, I mean, ideally.
I guess I'll try that then.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have much to report here, unfortunately. I'm hoping to be able to grab some of these clues before they become doom, before they, march or whatever, but see how far I get as well.
Yeah, but luckily they don't march into the jungle at turn, so it takes 2 turns still.
Right, because they flip and then they would patrol the next turn. That's true.
Yeah.
And if you kill them, then they make a clue again. So you have another chance to get them. Okay. So actually, maybe I'll just do that instead. Anyway, we'll see. Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Other option is to try and avoid it, evade it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not gonna happen.
Less likely, yeah, I would agree with that.
It's time to punch a monster.
Yay! Plus
Punch number 1. Yeah, 3 to 2. As good as it gets in Arkham.
I mean, you absolute monster. So good. Okay.
Well, let's punch it again. With the other fist.
Fight. Jenny is... Jenny's just like... I am imagining the elbow to the gut, fist to the head move. Bam, bam!
I defeated by 1, so... Actually, no, I'm not gonna... Thinking about the lucky cigarette. Of course, case.
Yeah. You might do better with the investigation, but also you might not. It's hard to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw a card.
Yeah. No, honestly, the base version of Lucky Cigarette Case is succeed by 2 or more, draw a card. It's everyone, like it's good. It's very good. I think that's useful.
Actually, succeed by 1.
No, I mean the the level 0 version is I think it's succeed by 2 or whatever.
But yeah, Jenny just punches this annoyance to death.
No big deal.
No victory, and there's a clue on the tower,
yes.
Which Jenny might as well try and take it.
I'd say so.
Because otherwise it's gonna flip. But also, Jenny could punch it.
But then, and then it becomes a clue again, and we'd still have to pick it up. That's not necessarily bad.
Now, when does the flipping happen? Enemy phase end.
Yeah.
So they won't even fight yet.
Correct. God.
I'm thinking if I want to heal first.
Oh, hey, you absolutely. Yeah, we're still in a position where we're not yet being destroyed, so that's good. Although I'm sure I'm looking at that emissary from Yoggoth and wondering. It's gonna be an enemy. It's gonna be something really bad. I can tell.
I'm not gonna take 4 horror. Nah.
Well, no, probably not. Probably not.
Actually, this might... Because I could also play something that might help us, and...
Yeah, I mean, that's no bad thing.
Let's do this.
Aha! Just to
Get
have,
it out
right?
there. Yeah. One of the clocks that Jenny has.
I really like, in my headcanon, the elder sign that's on all of Jenny's lucky things, like, she just put there herself. Do you know what I mean? She was just like, I'll just carve this good luck charm into it.
Yeah. That's an elder sign. Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, and that's good, right? Just incredible. Look at this pocket watch. So nice. All right. Okay.
Yeah, those who don't know the golden pocket watch lets us repeat a phase or skip a phase at any point.
No bad thing. So I think then Dexter is once again going to see if his companion can kind of provide him with any additional help here. And yes, very much I'm going to take that. Because I think this is going to be... I think this might end up being very clutch. Hashtag clutch.
There are 3 clues currently on the board.
3 clues on the board, yeah. I'm thinking I might try to get one, but I also want to make sure that I have the time to do something else here for us. Crosshair. I'm going to... Oh, I think that's perfect. Yeah. Okay. So, memories of his initiate vanish into his mind as Dexter removes his charm from his pocket. This is the Holy Rosary that gives me +1 willpower. Then, I'm going to play Earthly Serenity for 1. Channeling energy through the crafted clothes on his body. Dexter reaches down and touches the earth, touches one of the roots of the desiccated jungle. So I played that for free, and I played one with 1 action. Crosshair, I'm going to try this. Test will 0. For each point you succeed by, you may heal a damage or horror from an investigator at your location. So
I wish I had anything.
No, I'm 6 to 0, and I'm feeling like this might... Well, let's hope it goes well here. I shouldn't have said it like that. That's okay. He's going to reach down and try to get a sense of the life from within the continent. -3, so 3 to 0. So I will spend the 3 charges to heal any combination of 3 damage and or horror from amongst us. I might just heal a horror from myself. Do you want to take 2 of whatever?
I could...
Or it depends on your thermos as well, right? So yeah.
Yeah, the thermos heals 2, so I could take 1.
Okay, and then I'll take 2.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth here. And then last action, I think, unless it bothers you, I guess I could see... No, the Emissary, that's a bad idea. I should have done that first. I could try for this clue, or we could let it flip. I don't think it makes a big difference.
Well, we have to kill it again, but...
Yeah. Or I could heal us some more. No, that's not useful either, is it?
Nah.
I'll just try to get the clue, right? I have 6 cents on the board. 6 cents. Oh, and if I draw a bad stuff token, I can choose another location connected to this one to investigate as if I were there. So I could pick up a clue somewhere else. So I'm going to try to tap in here, and he's going to see if he can figure out not just why all of the Stygian creatures are heading to the center, but also what purpose they are serving, how best to fix the machine. So I'm investigating it 6 to 1. Cultist, -4, spawn a clue at a random location. Okay. Yeah, if you would like to do the honors. Right here.
Yeah. Oh.
Just gonna keep a bunch here. So now I can choose to investigate as if I were next door, so to speak, at a connecting location. And I think I am, actually. I'm gonna grab the clue from the North Valley. just because I feel like then, we'll probably be able to deal with these two, hopefully.
Yeah.
Without too much trouble.
The
We'll see.
only issue is the carbon rim one.
Yeah. Hopefully someone can run over there and handle that as well. Okay, that's it for me.
We are done.
So we move into the enemy phase. The emissary continues to watch us. And at the end of the enemy phase, black slime begins to ooze slowly down from the east and the west. Now, they are enemies, so we have to... they count as a copy of Stygian Swarm, so I guess we can take one each, or we can take, however we want it to do it. And then, yeah, however we want to do that.
Yeah, one each might work.
Perfect.
We have the same plight currently.
Exactly, right? So, no big deal for now. So, you have a tiny little copy of Stygian Swarm. And then we move into the upkeep phase. Draw a card, gain a resource, do the thing. I'll definitely keep that. That's no big deal. And we move again into the Mythos phase. Instead of placing Doom, we place 2 Doom. Ugh. And we place 2 random clues. Spawn 2 clues, each at a random location. Do you think that means you could pick the same place twice? Do you know what I mean?
Each at a random, yeah. So, Carbon Rim gets 1.
We're going to start getting absolutely mauled very soon. And
the Pharos gets
Pharos!
1.
They're so cute when they're freshly spawned. Alright. What else is coming to bite us in the... We'll see. Rain of cysts. Hails of the tiny black stones rain from the storm wall of the prison down into the valley. Revelation. Spawn 2 clues, each at a random location. Aha! We're gonna get overwhelmed very fast. I see how it goes. Spawn 2 clues, each at a random location. I'll take these. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
The Pharos. And again, I've got my eyes closed at the Pharos.
Okay.
They are different locations in here, right? Okay, yeah.
I'm so glad I threw away one of my intel reports.
Yeah, I know. This is... Anyway, the stones begin to rain down from the sky, and as they hit the ground, they start to glom together and form little sentient creatures.
Let's see what else we got. Voice of the Primordial Obscenity. A Stygian Omen. Test 4. If you fail, take 1 damage and 1 physical trauma.
Ugh.
The air of the Vale is filled with the thunderous screech of the prisoner wrestling within its bonds. You fall to your knees as blood trickles from your eyes, ears, and nose.
Ugh. I mean, not a great look for Jenny, but also I understand.
It's a squeaky boy. Okay, so test 4. Go.
Yeah.
Go.
I've got a really clutch thing, but it's not gonna help here. It'll help later when we're doing a cool thing, I think.
So, fail, damage, and a physical trauma. I'll just add a...
Yeah, is that
trauma
the... You're gonna keep kind of count, I guess, on your investigator? I'm gonna do the same.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I could add the numbers currently. So that's
Exactly.
at
Because, yes, you are immediately defeated if your trauma ever matches your current... Or your...
That's also a 3. Yay!
Good? No. Oh.
Fine.
Ugh. Not ideal. I mean, but, what are we really doing here? You know what I need is some serious damage acceleration, because then we can just, slice and dice a bunch of these guys all at once. That'll be great.
Well...
yeah, I think the question is, do we want to bother going to the Carven Rim, or do we want to just try to clear this out as fast as we can? Just, like, deal with this as near as we can.
Yeah, well, we each have to first defeat the little blobby one that's with us.
Little guy. Yeah,
Which turns into a clue.
exactly. And then we can start trying to pick them up before they flip back. It's going to be... That's the game, right? Like, the game is going to be... Oh, there's 3 more of these guys on the board. You know, oh, I defeated them. How quickly can I pick the clues back up before they flip back? Like, it's a whole thing, you know.
Yeah, you or I could go to the Carven Rim and start clearing out that place also.
Yes. Yeah, the question, I think, for me is... If one of us goes there this turn, the other person will have, I guess, 5 clues and potentially 5 enemies to handle here, and, like, I mean, that's not necessarily a problem. If you evade... Oh, actually, this is important, I think. Stygian Swarm says, when you evade another enemy at this location, you may automatically evade this enemy.
So it applies to all of them.
I guess so, right? So if you evade one, you evade all? That feels good. That feels very good, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah, because then Jenny can stay here and handle them, because excess damage also is assigned to those.
So if you deal, say, 3, like if one of us was playing someone with a big weapon, if you dealt 3 damage, you could take out 3 of them all at once, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or a flamethrower, say.
So in that sense, because you do have the Necronomicon also, so...
Yeah, exactly. I might help by trying to pick up some clues here before going, but we'll see. What do they do at damage? Just 1 damage, eh? Well, yeah, I leave it to you. What do you want to do?
Because I could do something, but it's a bit of a waste.
Oh, maybe it's not worth it then. If it is a bit of a waste.
Like, Jenny could go hyperspeed for a moment, but...
I wonder if we want to save that for when we, are really in the thick of it, as it were.
Yeah. It's not troublesome yet.
No. And especially if we're reading this right and you can just evade one to evade them all at the location, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and I do have something else that will help me keep the enemies, because when you evade them, they exhaust, so they don't patrol.
Correct. Yeah, exactly.
So when you evade one Stygian Swarm, you evade all of them.
Yeah, which is absolutely great. Yeah, for sure.
And they only have 1 agility.
Exactly. Is that the plan then? And then that way we can have a bit of breathing room to decide if I want to go off, if Dexter wants to run off to the Carven Rim, or maybe pick up some clues here or whatever.
Yeah, I can stay here.
Sure.
For now.
Yeah. Great.
But should I do first, or should you
I think,
go first?
Yeah, if you're planning to evade, I think you should go first so that you can evade my dude for me, which would be very kind.
Oh, right.
If you're planning on it.
True. Does the enemy do 1 health damage? Because I could do an attack of opportunity to play a card.
Yes, you could, yeah. You're right, you would take a damage.
4 out of 8.
Depends on what the card is, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, that is actually going to be useful, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's going to be particularly useful.
So 1 damage. But yeah, the cat burglar has always been around, but we just didn't notice.
We don't see him very often, but when he comes out, he's going to be useful. Yeah, for sure.
And then I'm gonna evade this first blobby thing that's with me, and possibly everyone else.
Oh, wow. That's gonna be hilarious. The current action
Oh.
number. Oh, boy.
So 3 against 1 to evade, that's a success, and I'm gonna use Steel.
Hi,
Okay.
reading. How you doing? Welcome to Doomed. We're joined today, of course, as we always are, by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Reading,
I'm just...
we're not doing without you. We're just prepping the Doom for you. Welcome.
I'll take that one. Okay, fine.
Here, I'll take the little dude away from you here. So they've got some exhausted... Oh, some really tuckered out little Stygian horrors. Look at these little swarm guys.
Let's say that if they're at the bottom, they're exhausted.
Great, yes, that's a great way to do it. I agree.
Yeah, I think so. Cool. And then I have one more action. I really want to keep at 5 resources for some reason.
A weekend work project, Aragorn. That's exciting. What kind of reason, Crosshair?
Personal reasons.
Okay,
Don't look
okay,
at these
just personal,
cards
just
at
super
this
personal.
side.
I understand. Yeah.
There's no cards here.
Oh, not exciting.
This side of the table.
Well, I hope our talk of doom and horror help you, Aragorn. Lurk mode engaged. You could pick up a clue.
Or heal.
Or heal. Yeah, that's not a bad thing either.
4 out of 8. But I do have Cat Burglar to soak some. I'll go for a clue. That's just 3 to 1. Okay. Ew.
That's the bad one, isn't it? Yeah.
One more clue at this location.
Is it at a random location or is it here? It's here. Oh no, random location.
Here.
All right. Perfect.
And I spawned it, so.
Yay.
Cool.
Very cool. Now, I could just rush off and I could just leave Jenny in the dust. I could also pick up some of the clues here and we could start. Maybe we want to start working on the Carven Rim though, hey? See what it does.
Yeah, because there's one enemy there that's going to advance to the Thawing Jungle.
Exactly. Okay, well, yeah, no, I think you're right. So I'm going to... Dexter then indeed will dash off through the South Valley to the Carven Rim. That's two actions to get over there. Last action, I could evade this enemy, or I could try to defeat it, where it will make a clue, and then it will immediately flip back and make an enemy again. Great. So that's fun. So I think actually I'll probably have a better shot of defeating it, 3 to 1, and don't have retaliate or anything. No, okay, cool. Oh, actually, patrol means if I don't defeat it, it will move, right? So probably should try to. Actually, does it patrol if it's unengaged or if it's? Let's find out. I can't remember what patrol does. Patrol moves like a hunter. Oh, that's all it says. It says it moves like a hunter. So presumably it doesn't move if it's engaged with you.
Yeah.
That would make sense, right? Because it's trying to eat your face. Or whatever. Okay. All right, so we're going to try this. Dexter's going to attempt to knock out the Stygian and prevent himself from being overwhelmed. 3 to 1. Perfect. Good. Done. So.
Go.
Flipped. But of course, this will immediately flip back momentarily. So that's fine.
These don't.
I'm really excited I'll be able to start picking this stuff up and actually, like, help Crosshair. Enemy phase. Nothing on the board to do anything. But at the end of the enemy phase, half of the clues on each location become Stygian swarms.
So yeah, there's and those two will engage me because they're new enemies.
What about the other ones that? When they're ready. Yeah, you're right.
Or do they engage after readying?
Yes, they do. Yeah, they don't have aloof or anything, so I think they immediately engage.
Okay, so I have 4 enemies.
Right. Although,
Fine.
yeah, well, like, you know, as we said, right, you can hopefully just deal with them. I hope.
But of course we do need to add more.
We will, yeah. We'll do our upkeep first, as we
right.
prepare for the inevitable. Fucking classic. That's
okay
that's not
then.
Good. That's actually pretty bad for me. Dexter is starting to get a vision of the future where there are infinite waves of these sentient creatures, and he's just stomping on them and smashing them and ending so many lives. Does that make him a monster? Self-destructive. And then yes, as you are correct, Crosshare, we now do 2 doom and place 2 clues on random locations. Is that south? South?
Please Barrows. Okay.
Woo!
There's that dynamite.
Yeah, and it's now time to draw some encounter. Ancient Evils! Oh, for fuck's sake, that's in this deck? Oh, fuck.
Great art.
Off. I hate Ancient. Oh, the worst. To be fair, if there's one scenario where this actually feels very fitting, dark forces stir against you. If you do not act quickly, a sinister plot will be fulfilled. This feels appropriate here.
Yeah.
So we're placing a doom on the agenda. I can't do anything about it, so.
Oh. Well, Dupe token is on location or in a threat area. Oh yeah, but it just adds it. But that's fine because we were at an uneven, so it didn't really advance anything.
Actually, that is an excellent point. That's a really good point. We would have done it. Yeah. So it kind of did nothing. Kind of.
Yeah.
It felt bad, is what it was. Yeah.
Let's see if I can find more of these blobby blobs here.
Blobbies. Oh, what the heck is this?
Infested fissure.
Oh, I've got a few of those. Ugh.
That's discard to a random location. When the enemy... Let's go back when... You have many infested fissures on you?
Huh? No, what? Who said that?
Yeah.
Who said that?
When the enemy phase ends, spawn 1 doom on the attached location. Spend 2 resources, discard.
Yeah, we are gonna get absolutely overrun. Here it comes. Oh, north! Oh, is it north or south? It's north. Ah.
No.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
It gets one of these Stygian swarms every turn.
Yeah. I will say this does feel very thematic, right? It feels like they are starting to pop out of everywhere and sort of trickle down from the mountains, the sky, the earth. This creature is growing, and it is going to unleash the beast upon the universe, which is pretty cool, I think.
Right.
I'm thinking of going first, Crosshair, so I can hopefully take out the Stygian, get both of these clues, and maybe even try the Necronomicon? Although then it'll be an enemy, but I might even try it. Who knows?
Yeah, go for it.
Dexter
Can't
Drake.
help,
oh, yeah.
and you can't help me. So.
I could try to help you. Maybe. Dexter, at the Carven Rim, he's feeling like a bit hopeless as to the overwhelming nature of the task, but he has to do what he has to do. So I'm going to attempt to punch this Stygian thing. What are they called? Swarms? If I succeed, I'll have to take a damage, but it is what it is. 3-1. Pretty cool. Scoots. Secret villain. All right, defeated. The swarm vanishes. I have to take a damage. That's fine. Second action, I'm going to grab both of these clues. I need to get them off this location. Although, this is not the best way to do it, but that's okay. Draw the top card of the encounter deck, then discover 2 clues at your location. Dexter is looking out towards the black pit, and he's looking at the Necronomicon. He's thinking, what if Dyer was onto something here? Draw the top card of the encounter deck. Stirred to activity. If you have no clues, this card gains Surge. Otherwise, balls. Flip one of your clue tokens to its doom side. It engages you. That's balls. Okay, well, it's annoying.
Well.
It could be worse, I guess, eh? But then I get the 2 clues from the location. So that's good. And then I have 1 action left, which I was planning to do something not related to this, to taking damage from self-destructive every fucking time. So it's either punch it, take a damage, then it will become Doom again anyway, or it's attempt to evade it, and that's it. Those are my options. So I don't know. I guess I'll try to evade it. Yeah.
It'll hit you anyway.
Exactly, right? So if I evade it, then it won't hit me, and that would be good. Potentially. I think.
And no damage.
And no damage. So yeah, I'll try it. I guess it's less ideal, but that's okay. Okay,
like
evade,
no damage.
Evade. 2 to 1 is a free, or is a success, so Dexter manages to escape the clutches of the one that's popped up under his feet. I don't know how I'm going to do this. We need more actions, Crosshair. There's not enough in the universe to make this work. Anyway.
Not enough time.
Not enough. Over to you. It's true.
Well, just say when, and time will come up plenty.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say no to basically any time, because then I can get rid of a weakness and do the Necronomicon. I can do any. I'll always have 3 actions ready, I'm sure.
I won't do it just yet because Jenny's just gonna try and step over these Stygian swarms ew, 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 ew.
Just like that.
Go away. 41.
Get out of here.
Ugh. That's not 4-1.
That's not a success. That's too bad. It does happen.
Fine. 4-1. That's
nightmare.
Not a success.
That's not good either.
4-1.
Oof.
Okay.
Lucky you.
That's a success of 2. So first,
I'll move these little dudes for you here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check what I get before I finish my turn.
Oh, of course, yeah. I don't know what the heck we're gonna do here.
Oh. Yeah, we could have another turn.
Like right now? Is that...
Let's see. Because when I click the clock...
When you click the clock? Yeah.
We're gonna go hyperdrive. Or Jenny is gonna go hyperdrive.
The question is that the thing that you want to do now? Do we need more damage options so that we can take out multiple things at once, or do we need... well, I don't know what your plan would be, basically.
We are not in a panic yet.
Not in a panic.
But also, the pocket watch wouldn't give anything extra later, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, we could use it to skip a Mythos phase so that we just don't have to advance an agenda, but I think we're going to have lots of time. Well, maybe I shouldn't say it like that. You do make a good point. The question is, which investigation phase do we want to repeat? so that we get a chance to try to grab a bunch of clues
Oh,
and try to do this, try
but-
to do that.
If we skip a Mythos phase, we do get the upkeep.
Yeah. Mythos is separate from Upkeep. Like you can skip a whole.
So yeah, it's better to have to skip the Mythos phase in this scenario than to have 2 investigation phases.
Potentially, right? Because then it doesn't place more clues. It doesn't add more doom. We don't draw encounter cards.
Yeah, we do have an enemy phase, but
Yeah.
currently we're at a good spot to have an enemy phase.
Fun sort of fact is, well, it's not really a fun fact, but the Mythos phase is the only time, unless a card says, where we check the doom threshold. So even if we end up adding a bunch of doom to the agenda, if we skip the Mythos phase, it never checks, so it doesn't advance.
True.
Like, say a bunch wander into the middle and then they all converge in the center or whatever.
Let's give it another turn.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think so.
We'll see.
So then, in that case, it sounds like we are moving into the enemy phase.
Yeah.
Where there are no enemies on the board, but the fissure spawns a doom, and half of the clues on locations rounded up are flipped as well. This is going to be really quite something.
Cool. I only have 6 little blobs of
Aw,
Stygian
6 little
Stalker.
blobs. And we move to Upkeep, where we draw cards and gain resources. Oh, delicious. That might be useful. Maybe?
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh no! What is that, Crosshair?
It's an offer I can't refuse.
Oh. Ugh.
Lose 5 resources. If you cannot, instead remove offer you cannot refuse from your deck. Well, I can lose.
Yep. So it just goes in the discard pile and you lose 5, which honestly doesn't feel great for Jenny. So someone's come to collect.
Ah, damn. That screws over my plan. Fine.
Oh boy. It's less good for sure.
Fine. It's fine.
Fine. Crosshair, would you like to take our usual break just before we start our Mythos phase, where we place more clues and draw more cards and stuff?
Cool. First break. Let's break.
Let's break. The swarms continue to glom together in this mysterious jungle, and we're going to see what it holds. Back in a moment on Doomed. Hello and welcome back once again to Doomed, not so solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game, with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. Let's have a look, shall we? Ooh, Jenny Barnes, under the tower. Thousands of little Stygian creatures attacking her ankles. To the west, the Carven Rim. Dexter Drake, feeling pretty bad about himself, deciding whether or not he wants to crack open that Necronomicon. Ooh. And to the north, a fissure opening up in the earth, spewing out more of these creatures. And there we go. Hi, Crosshair. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello. How are we doing? We all right?
Yep. Cool.
Good. Place 2 Doom on the current agenda. Boop, boop, and spawn 2 clues, each at a random location. South.
Outside.
North. South side. North side. And then we draw our encounter cards, as is the norm here. I'm trying to figure out what the plan is. I'm in a pretty good spot, I think. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, anyway. Let's draw an encounter card. Echoing Shrieks! I've seen this before. Test will 3, actually 4. The shrieks from the Stygians at the center begin to grow louder, drawing Stygians out from every corner of the universe. Let's test 6 to 4. Classic. It's a cultist, which is -4. Spawn a clue at a random location, which I will do immediately. It spawns right here with me.
That's fine.
That's fine. And I have to take 2 horror, or choose and discard 2 cards from my hand, or some combination thereof. I think I'm just gonna take the horror. Yeah. Oh, sorry. 1 on me, 1 on the rosary. Here we go.
Let's see what happens in the pool of Stygian goo. Swarming Darkness. Spawn 1 doom at a random location. Oh, Spally.
Spawn a doom at a random location? Oh, God. Okay, well,
Okay.
that's gonna be what it is, right? So,
They're getting a bit overwhelmed.
yeah, that's definitely one way to put it, yeah. I think that's I would argue that's the point. That we're attempting to quell the tide and just kind of get what we can. As soon as we have 4 clues,
We can
reduce
try.
by 1 for each clue. Yeah. Well, and I'd say that I can't guarantee necessarily a victory, but I think I can pretty much guarantee a clear at least one of these locations, which is good.
Cool. Because it might mean that everything gets reset. Or not.
Yeah, exactly, right. We'll see, I suppose. So, then the question is, what are you thinking, Crosshair?
Well, I'm thinking of evading these 6 creatures.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Theoretically, you could just stand here, evade them, and then just punch them one by one. Like, punch one, pick up a clue. You know what I mean? Like, evade, punch one, pick up a clue, and you could just do that forever. Although, they're gonna continue spawning faster than that, I guess.
And the north side needs to clear soon. Because that's gonna be an issue.
Yeah, it is, but I also think we have to pick our battles, right? Like, we're only 2, and we can't stop them from walking in every once in a while. But you do make a good point.
And we do have the golden clock.
Yeah, and I think that would best be served, as you demonstrated so aptly last scenario, that would best be served on a turn where you feel like, I'm sure I can always find things to do, but for you, I know you have a bunch of cards that say, take extra actions, gain more resources. Like, if you feel like there's a couple of power turns in a row where we can clear a bunch of these guys out, get a bunch of the clues, maybe even try a thing, I say go for it, but you can save it for that moment, if not.
It kind of depends on how my turn goes, so I could go first.
Yeah, and then see if you want either a retake at the turn, or if it goes really well, if you want to follow it up with an even better turn.
Yeah. Just like do that, and then that, and then do that, and...
Thinking about what I want to do here, too.
Guess I also want to clear the infested fissure. But that takes 2 resources also. So I'm just gonna try 4 against 1 evasion.
Seems like a good idea.
Do I have anything? Yeah, I'm gonna try it 4 on 1. Okay, here goes. Spawn a clue. Oh, South Valley.
Oh, it's a
Cool.
nice little place, isn't it?
Yep. 4-on-1. Okay.
I mean, this is a classic, right? Is that south again?
South.
Okay.
Yep. Well, I kind of have to try 4-on-1.
Or you could disengage and run, right? The cat burglar will work. Although then you'll end up somewhere with enemies too. I suppose that's the other problem.
And then we get 6 doom.
Yeah, and it would just advance the agenda, and it would remove all the doom, and like that, you know. but actually, we would go +9 because all of these other guys would hunt in. Do you know what I mean? Like, then does it matter? Yes, we would lose a few turns. That's definitely true. I'm just thinking. I also don't want you to die.
That's not really an issue. I have backup plans.
That's not really an issue. Okay, perfect.
But yeah, 4-on-1. Well, that's an evade.
Lucky you. Look how lucky you are.
But now...
Meow.
Now do we want to... So we'll see what happens to you.
After a phase ends, exactly, yeah. I think I can do this. This might be... I'm hoping this...
Also, if we skip the enemy phase, then the enemies don't move.
Yes, that's true.
So...
And things that happen in the enemy phase, like flip clues or place more guys or whatever, that doesn't happen either, so that's true.
Yeah, and only the place doom would happen and then we draw cards, but it's a choice.
It is a choice, that's true. When you play a spell card, reduce that card's cost by 1. Playing it does not provoke attacks of opportunity. Okay, I think I need to... Okay, I'm just thinking about how I want to necessarily do this. Okay, well, I'm definitely going to replace my Earthly Serenity. There is no more Earthly Serenity to be had. So I'm using Dexter's free ability to, and Robes of Endless Night to play Haste for 1. Because I think we're going to need to go super fast! I think I can do this. I'm going to try this anyway. I'm going to try punching, and then I'm going to use Haste to activate Self-Destructive, and then I'm going to take an additional activate action, which is the action arrow, to either investigate or maybe use the Necronomicon or something. I don't know. We'll see. But let's try... Let's try punching this guy. I don't want to take another damage, but here, them's the breaks. 3-1. Uh-oh. Oh, God. What is that? -2. Deal 1 damage to a Stygian enemy in play. Oh, that's good, isn't it? That's really good.
That's actually any Stygian. So...
Yes, this guy dies and he puts a clue here.
So you can kill one of these.
Yeah. If I kill... Yeah, either one, you're right. It won't make additional people kind of appear, so that's good. I could take out one guy at your location, but that wouldn't do anything for us, so...
Yeah.
So I'll just remove one of the North Valley people, okay? And then double action, discard Self-Destructive, thank goodness, and then I'll use Haste to go really fast. He's going to get rid of his tendency to his weakness here, Dexter realizes he has to do what he has to do. And I could either Sixth Sense, or I could Necronomicon. It's the question, Crosshair. Is that going to help?
Yeah.
Is getting a clue going to help? Yes.
I'm assuming that the Necronomicon will do something.
You'd hope so, right? Crosshair, I'm just going to try it, because, like, we're going to get kind of swamped and swarmed any which way, right? I just feel like I'm going to try it. If you are at the Carven Rim, you try to, and then potentially if we end up gold pocket watching, that maybe it'll be something very useful, but we'll see.
Oh yeah, true.
But if we do. Hello to Audio Gunner as well. Welcome to Doomed. I'm joined, of course, as I always am, by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Quick sum up: Dexter and Jenny are attempting to keep the massive extra-dimensional creature contained by repairing the different parts of a big machine. But they are unfortunately currently being absolutely overwhelmed by little Stygian oozes. Okay. Try to comprehend the incantation to summon Yog-Sothoth. Take a mental trauma. Test will 5. I have 6 will, plus 3 for my mental trauma, so I'm testing 9 to 5. Oh god, okay. 9 to 5. Still a pass. Still a pass.
See where it goes.
But yes, it goes somewhere
It's outside.
outside. Is it a clue or is it a doom? It's a clue, right? Yeah.
Clue.
Okay. However, spawn the set aside. Oh, you realize only the blood of the Ancient One can open the gate. Oh my god, that's what this means. Spawn the set aside. Atu bin Sotot, enemy. Which I'm really hoping is aloof. Oh, thank God. This is Atu bin Sotot, an aloof abomination Shoggoth enemy. He's elite. Forced. Oh, God. Sorry, Crosshair, I'll read it as it says. It says, "Please, my friends, this is not the destiny I have chosen for myself." Forced. When this enemy is defeated, remove all tokens and attachments from it and flip it. Each player discards their deck.
That's actually not too bad, because it means we can rotate our...
We would immediately rotate our decks, yeah, exactly. What does it do? Oh, God, 4 fight, 4 health? That's so annoying.
Remove all tokens and attachments from it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, I guess, like, if you attach cards to it that say, you know, like player cards that attach to enemies or something. Maybe? I don't know what other tokens would be on it, but I guess we'll find out. Interesting. Okay, so he's just there.
Yeah, it's aloof.
It's elite. Exactly. So thankfully there's that. Oh, good, Weirdness. I'm very happy that you've got a fan, at least. I'm your fan. But I mean a fan that blows cool air.
Now the question becomes, is this a good spot to... If we let the enemy phase happen, there's gonna be 2 additional Doom and then 2 additional Doom.
Yeah.
Which will take it to 13, which is like almost bad.
You're welcome, Reading. No, Reading. I set him up, you knock him down. That's perfect. Yes, true, Crosshair. If we... Yeah, go ahead.
Need a bit more resources to do a thing.
If we skip the Doom, the Mythos phase, then at least, well, we'll still be in a bit of a situation, but then you'd get another upkeep. No, that doesn't really help. You'd almost want to repeat upkeep, but obviously we don't want to repeat upkeep because that doesn't really do that much for us.
Yeah. Enemy phase makes it so that the enemies don't move.
Yeah.
But that's only 2.
Exactly. And things wouldn't flip, but then, yeah, if we repeat the investigation phase, we could potentially clear out I don't think we'd be able to like clear out the enemies that are walking around, but at least we could potentially get some clues and start working towards them. Yeah.
Because these enemies only ready up at my location, so they don't do anything.
Yeah. Yes.
I need a calculation. That's one action. That's then 8, and I need to use 2. Because I'm thinking I can clear the infested fissure possibly, which would be good.
Yeah, you'd walk in, punch the enemy, or evade it or whatever, and then spend 2 resources?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean...
But I don't really have the punching capabilities at the moment.
Yeah, this is the other problem. Oh, but you do have... Sorry, I'm just remembering now. You do have some cards that at least allow us to do a bunch of damage at once. So we could potentially take out a bunch, and then I guess there'd be a bunch of clues. This is the problem. What we really need is cards that say, get multiple clues.
That too. Which I do have, but...
Yeah, but, exactly.
I
guess our best bet is going to be just trying to...
We can take one more turn of Doom before we need to do anything.
Yes, and of course there are multiple agendas. Each might have a shorter Doom threshold, or they might all have the same. It's hard to know.
Yeah. Also, let's just...
I feel like there's... Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Wait a little bit more.
I think there is... Oh, darn, never mind. Sorry, I was thinking there'd be a way to game the system where we could let the agenda over-advance, but it specifically says only remove Doom equal to the Doom threshold. So, we can't let it over-advance and then be like, oh no, all that extra Doom. So that's too bad. Ugh. Reading that feels like it could be really bad news. Kind of spooky. So, yes, the question becomes, are we letting it go? Yeah, we're letting it go a bit longer, right? Before we decide to take a try for a power turn and all that stuff.
Yeah, because next turn I'll have resources, hopefully, to do things.
Well, this is the problem, right? Yeah, exactly. So then we move to the Thawing Phase, where patrollers patrol.
Yeah, so these two become Doom threshold.
Yeah, exactly. So their Doom moves into the Thawing Jungle, and they immediately become part of this larger convergence of Stygian creatures. Yeah, exactly. And then
no,
half.
11.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Half of the clues turn into Doom on each location.
Yeah.
Whoops, whoa, geez, that's not what I meant to do. And then spawn a Doom on this location when the enemy phase ends. Boop. Okay. Upkeep, as we decide how we're going to avoid this overwhelming situation here. Oh, that's actually okay. That's useful at least.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. That's potentially really good.
Okay. Mythos Phase. Dexter Drake has discovered the secret to the incantation, but it requires blood. And that is not something he is necessarily ready to provide just yet. We place 2 Doom on the Nameless Darkness within, which brings it to 13 out of 15. And we, exactly, spawned clues at random quote-unquote locations. Oh, that's me! Oh, thank you. Man, I sure wish I had my clue cards. And then we draw encounter cards. Let's just cross the old fingaroos. Here it is, the Stygian Stalker. It's alert. It patrols into the Thawing Jungle, where it will be defeated And, right, I see how it goes. So it'll go into the middle, where it'll be defeated, and then the clue becomes doom, and then it immediately gets put on the agenda. Okay, so I have to defeat this. Great. Great. Okay, that's me. That's not fun for sure.
Okay, let's see what happens here. It's a Stygian assailant.
Ooh, that's new.
Despite the uniformity of their stark coloration, each Stygian monstrosity is slightly different in shape and motion. There's vestige of the organic material they have absorbed. Oh, yeah. Retaliate patrol.
Right. But it can still be evaded along with everything else at the same time, so that potentially would be good.
I do have to evade the assailant.
Yeah.
To evade the rest of them.
And not the other way around, which would be better, but
yeah, but I could also avoid the little ones and punch the assailant.
It's true. Although, yeah, for combat, I guess, and it has retaliate, which is less useful.
Yeah.
Not
bad.
Yeah. So we're back around the investigation phase. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do here. I guess I'm gonna hastily fight. That's probably what I'm gonna do.
We do want to avoid the doom advancing anyway.
I mean, we do, but I don't really think there's much we can do about it. I mean, it's going to advance, because it's going to two doom will be placed from the Black Pit, but even if we can avoid things and defeat enemies at two different locations, I don't know.
Unless we skip the doom phase.
That's true. That's very true. Which could potentially be pretty clutch.
That would mean basically running to north and south side to deal with these enemies.
Yeah. What I really need is my damage cards, which I know are in here, and my clue cards, which I know are in here, and that'll really start picking things up, I'm pretty sure. So that'll be nice.
Welcome back, Owly.
So, Crosshair, what are we thinking? Do you have a plan for this turn?
I have a plan.
Welcome back, Aragwen. Welcome back. Okay, yeah. I mean, I also have a poor plan, but a plan nonetheless.
I'm calculating what happens. I do that, that's one.
The issue with this is just like, sorry, yeah, no, go ahead. I'm musing for the sake of the audience, the doomed watchers. The issue with this scenario is you have to obviously corral these blobs, these swarms, and then start picking up clues. Once you've picked up enough clues to attempt to resolve a location, then apparently we're going to lose all of those clues, so we have to just do it again and again and again and again, however many times. Maybe. Yes, you're right. We don't know what happens, but there's 4 unresolved locations, and
5 acts and 6 agendas.
Exactly, right, so
we just do what we do best.
Punch things?
Kind of. I could start by trying to avoid these heaps.
Yep, go for it. Yep, absolutely. I'm thinking about what I want to do here.
Yeah. So it would be a 4 on 2.
This would be so useful.
Avoid. I could throw something away. I'm not happy about it, but
consider that we'll eventually get these cards back, but also, yes, do you
Probably.
think it'll be useful now?
Yeah. 4 on 2.
I mean, you know what's in there, right? There's some -2s, there's some -1s, there's 4 5 -4s, I think.
-2 isn't bad.
No, not at all.
So it's only the -4 and the... So a cultist token or the -3 token will screw me up.
Yeah, and there are, I think, 7 or 8 of those total. About a third of the bag?
Yeah,
It's
so
not,
if
is what it is.
I'm actually gonna do it. I'm gonna
Bye.
use it's a good use because it adds 2 evade tokens, so it's a 6-on-2 evade. Okay.
Yeah, I know. We gotta do it sometimes. There you go.
And I succeed by 4. Thank you very
We'll
much.
remove these guys from your threat area here. Just don't know what the plan is. Like, what are we gonna do?
Not that. Ooh. That would clear stuff up.
Consider the game plan. Okay. Let's see here. 6.
If I do
10.
that,
So wild.
that's possibly... Yeah, I'm gonna take that one. I'm gonna do something interesting.
Okay, that's good.
Second action. Double it up.
Okay.
Now I don't have resources, but...
Are these 3 cards from that pile, or are they something else?
Oh, they were the search pile.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was just trying to make sure you didn't lose anything.
Incidentally. Now then, do we want to take an extra turn?
It doesn't feel like a bad idea. We could potentially start clearing clues, maybe run and try to get some of the doom off these locations, although I mean, I don't necessarily feel particularly confident about it, but that's me. But yeah, well, because and I know you probably want more resources, but I don't know if that's something that feels doable right now or not.
I don't really have resource generation at the moment, which is a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if I kill all these little things, they'll turn into clues, and half of them will turn into enemies again.
Exactly. This is exactly where the issue is, right? We need to theoretically, take out 2 or more at a time, and then pick up 2 or more clues at a time, just to sort of go faster than the enemies. Which I know is not, something we can do necessarily.
But if we skip the Doom phase, we get 1 more turn, and we get an upkeep.
Yes.
But the enemies will advance the Doom anyway.
They won't, though, I don't think, because if we're skipping the Mythos phase, that's when you advance the agenda if the Doom threshold is satisfied. So if that's skipped, then we don't check, if that makes sense. Like, there's more Doom on the agenda than there is threshold, but we don't check it, which is kind of funky, but...
Yeah, so basically it would go into 16.
Yeah, it would go overdrive.
Yeah,
which would
couple
then,
of over.
Yeah.
On the next.
Yeah, there'd be
Mythos
overflow on the
phase.
next one. Exactly.
That might actually be like skip 1 Mythos phase. Another turn. Another upkeep.
I mean,
sounds good.
Yeah, we also don't know what the we don't know what any of these agendas do, right? Like, I'm not saying we shouldn't, but if we know that we can have 2 power turns in a row, is that better? I don't know.
Yeah, and we do need resources before we do a good turn.
Very true. So I guess then maybe that is the best play. Well, you still have an action left, and I guess maybe that's the consideration. Is what are you planning on doing with it?
I could try to kill some of these, but... Or take the last clue.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Moving isn't really an option.
Yeah, if you get a clue, then at least we're moving towards the total that we need to actually do the thing.
Yeah.
That's the goal, right? We need clues.
I could also technically clear out all of these enemies. Is that a
Are
good
you doing like
thing?
10 damage? What the heck?
Yeah.
Okay. Very
Possibly.
interesting. Oh,
Oh.
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, because I do have my favorite card here.
Okay, but then, I will say this. At that point, then it would be best to take another turn, because then you'd have a bunch of clues, and they would
That
just
I
flip
could
back.
get. Yeah.
Exactly, right. You'd have to then take another turn to hopefully get some. I don't know how you would get all of them, but that would be something.
That's also... Yeah, actually, if we take a turn after this one, we might be at a better position, but we still would advance the...
Yes. Which is, eventually unavoidable, right? Like, that's something that is going to happen.
We'll get clues, so...
Oh, and then the question is how many well, we'll talk about that later, but, like, how many clues do we want? Etc.
Well, we can do other stuff also, but...
yes.
And we will be able to rotate our deck, so...
Eventually, yeah.
Okay, let's do this. So I'm gonna use the golden clock after your turn.
Great.
Cool. Then I'm going to play Riestad.
Excellent.
And I'm going to play it again with double.
Okay.
Does it work like that?
Yeah. That's a good question. I guess it would be two separate
Five.
studs.
Yeah. So it's not best to use it now.
It's still the same. Isn't that the same outcome though? It's 2 tests instead of 1, I guess.
Oh yeah, because the fight isn't an action, is it?
No. Well, because you're doubling and you're just playing it again. Right? Like, I think that's what you said, is that, like, the fight is the action.
Yeah, but I only have 1 action left.
No, so playing a card is the fight action. It's all 1 action, yes.
Yeah, so the double lets me do an extra action with that.
Yeah, I mean, it lets you, yes, it's as if you're playing the card again, I think is the idea.
Yeah, okay, so, first fight. Let's punch the assailant. You know us.
Yeah, we know we love it.
So that's 6 against 4, which isn't great, but it's something. Yeah, 6 on 4 attack. Cool. That's -1, so that hits. So that's 4 damage.
Yep, exactly.
Yep. So 1 dies and 2 little guys die.
Aragorn, that is a heated battle. That is, I appreciate the pun as well. Do you have any options of sense? I mean, we can't smell them, so I would have to go based on your description, or the website's description. But if also, we don't have to help you with this if you don't want to. Sorry, Crosshair, go for it. Jeez. That's a lot. It's a lot of curses, buddy.
But that's 6 on 1 attack.
Yeah.
And yeah, so 4 more turn into
Yay.
clues.
Excellent.
Plenty of clues here.
Plenty of clues. Plenty.
And that's your go.
Thanks. I think I have a much, well, not a much simpler turn, but I'm going to ground myself, which is fast. This doesn't actually help right now, but hopefully it'll help at some point. I'm just going to punch. I'm just going to punch, and I'm going to haste to punch more. And then if I succeed at all my punching, I can try to grab a clue, which will be something. That's the plan. Let's fight, because I'm 3-2. I don't have any spells. I don't have anything that helps me with any of this. Maybe I should punch the little guy first, actually. Yeah, 3-1. Let's do it. And then I'll try to take out the bigger guy if I can. 3-1. That's the good one! Star! Okay, so, success. I punched the little guy, so he flips back and becomes a clue. This says, you may return an asset from your play area to your hand. Haha. Whoop! Should return grounded to draw a card. That's fine. Okay, I guess I'll just play it again. Nah, it's fast. I don't know. Why not? That's so funny. And then reordering. Okay, some of the ones that you're considering purchasing. Repurchasing. Chocolate bread. Damn. Reset. Fresh air and sea salt. It smells like soft spa smells. I mean, fresh baked bread. Honestly, Aragwen, that is delicious. That smells pretty good to me.
Depends on the bread.
It does depend on the bread, that's true. Yeah, if it's bread I've made.
Nah,
Just kidding, but... let's punch. Sorry, Crosshair, I'm gonna punch. 3-2.
Yep.
Nope. Exhaust haste to punch for free. Well, punch as a fast action. 3-2. Curse. I'm gonna ignore that one. I can't ignore that one. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. That's fine. Okay. So no dice, and we get a random clue at. I'm just looking. Right here. Sure.
Oh.
Sure. And then last action, I am gonna get hit by this thing. Less ideal. So.
Evade 2 to 4.
Nah. I guess I'm just gonna. Well, I could draw an Elder Sign, but I probably won't. So I think I'm just gonna punch it again, and then try to. I'm hoping I get like a big, combat spell next turn. 3-2 punching. Nope, there it is. Perfecto.
Ah, okay. Now the thing is, I would need to have an upkeep before we redo our turn.
So then so we can't then in that case, right? Unfortunately.
So basically, yeah, that's the thing, because we can't skip enemy phase. Well, to have an optimal turn, I mean, because double and lucky cigarette case.
They wouldn't ready. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
But we would get 3 more actions, but it's not optimal.
Yeah, but like this is my question for you, right? Is 3 more actions worth each? Which is good. An extra turn is obviously always good, but like, isn't it going to be better if that is 4
Later.
more actions or a bunch of easy marks or whatever it is, right?
Yeah. I'm happy with advancing, I guess.
It's not ideal, that's for sure, but Aragwen, explain to me why is it like, I understand that those are very masculine scents, but like, come on, what do you mean candles for men? That honestly sounds pretty good. Oh, it sounds delicious. Forest musk. I'd probably do that. Sorry, Crosshare, yes?
The enemy spawned a clue at my location, of course.
Did it? Oh, yes, it did, yeah. Oof. That's a lot.
Also, we could have an extra turn and I could talk to the Yogoth.
Well, so If so, best case scenario, it's an enemy that is rival to Stygians or something, right? Then it just slaughters
Which
them all for us.
doesn't help right now.
No, not at all. But
Let's just advance the doom and see how screwed we are.
Perfect. So we're gonna go enemy phase first, where patrollers patrol. That's the first thing that happens, which removes
4.
So some more Stygians crawl towards the towards the center. Enemies fight, so I take a damage and a horror, which have to go ungrounded. That's okay.
You can replay it soon anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Then we flip some clues. Half of the clues rounded up. Well, actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna place a. Oh no, it doesn't. It does the same thing. Flip.
4 friends for me.
I have just the 2 friends, but also big friends. This is not ideal. And now upkeep.
We want a double upkeep? No.
Double upkeep. I mean, not bad for you, that's for sure. Hey! Oh, this might be useful for me. Maybe. I don't know.
Auli, don't get a Helsinki candle because it will smell like sea and porridge and...
I mean,
Blech.
sea and porridge.
Well, sailory, if you will.
Okay. Sort of like sea salt spray and tar. I like it.
Yeah,
something like that.
It's fine.
All right, Crosshair. It's the Mythos phase. We're placing 2 doom, and we are spawning 2 clues at random locations. If you want to take care of that, I will place 2 doom, and then I will remove 15 doom and advance the agenda. It's so ridiculous. Just
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. The wards crumble. Agenda 1B. Whatever good the sacrifices in the tower did, whatever fortification they provided, it has been shattered now. You pray that the delay was worth the cost. You know how unwise it is to look into the storm. Catching another glimpse of the prisoner could finish you, but it is hard to tear your gaze away. The cysts, the black stones that have haunted your every step since you arrived on this continent. Now you see, their origin. As the bulk of the forgotten god presses up against the storm wall, the unearthly forces abrade its form. Tiny fragments of its skin rain across the valley, and where they land in warm patches, quickly animate and join the flood of their fellows. Spawn 2 clues, each at a random location.
I'll do that. Fine. Oh.
Agenda 2A, I'll just read it. I don't think there's anything surprising here, Crosshair. The Nameless Darkness approaches. The prison is weakening. If you cannot repair it, the ancient evil will be freed. While a Doom token is on a location or in a threat area, it is a copy of Stygian Swarm, yada yada. When this agenda advances, only remove Doom from play equal to the Doom threshold, only from Doom that contributes to the total. It is 8. 8. We are at 8. And now we draw encounter cards. The prisoner is exfoliating his way to freedom. Exactly, weirdness. Maybe the more he touches the edge, the more shards of his body come off, and the less of him there will be. Yeah, I don't disagree with that, Crosshair. Did I flip clues on my location? I don't think I did.
I added one.
Sorry. Yes. Okay, so then I did, because I have 2 people here with me. Yeah. Let's draw an encounter card. Ah, sure. Another Fisher at my... Oh, it attaches to a random location. I'll do that. Not looking. Sorry, Jenny.
Oh, more friends.
Absolute nightmare.
That's fine.
The Finland candle, snowy citrus, woodland sage, red apple, fluffy snow, magical spruce, white sandalwood. Go back to fluffy snow? What is the smell of fluffy snow? Just ridiculous.
You know,
Fluffy
snow.
snow. Just ridiculous.
Okay, what do we have?
Ooh.
Venting heat exchanger. Obstacle. Okay. There's a heat vent, basically.
Heat vent, yeah.
Attached to a random location. The attached location force triggering condition is changed to forced when the enemy phase begins.
Oh, what a nightmare.
Choose and discard a card from your hand. 2 cards if there are 3 or more players. So, yeah. Discard the card, discard this card. And it goes to my location.
Classic. No, but reading, I get it. I know what fluffy snow is. I'm Canadian. I've skied. You know what I mean? But like, what does it smell like when you're outside? Winter has a scent, but it's like pine trees and like fresh air. It's not the. Have you smelled snow? It doesn't smell like anything.
Well, really cold air has this stinging smell, basically.
Which is nice, actually. I have to agree with you there.
It has that, like, I don't want to breathe this, but it's fresh. Too fresh.
It's like so fresh, yeah. It's delicious.
Okay, so when the enemy phase begins, half of these clues become enemies. Okay, cool. Oh, and there's an infested fissure. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, Aragorn, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. The Migo is a parlay, which doesn't trigger attacks of opportunity. So, there's that. Potential panic button there if you ever want to. Although I don't want you to die either, Crosshair. That would be very bad.
We basically have 2 turns before the Doom advances.
Yeah.
At correct rate. Because
that's...
South Valley and North Valley will go to the center. Oh, no.
So,
1 turn.
1 turn. What a nightmare. I don't know. What do you want me to do? They want us to use the flamethrower to kill 4 at a time and then pick up a bunch of clues somehow. That's what they want us to do. We don't have no flamethrowers. I'm a magician and she's just a rich lady. What do you want from us? Yes.
Do the clues flip before the heat exchanger?
Well, when the enemy...
Right. Yeah. But they don't move, so that's fine.
Because they would engage. Wouldn't they engage and hit you, though?
Yeah.
That's less good. Crosshair, can we take another quick break? Do you mind?
I don't mind. I need to think a lot.
That's no bad thing. We're going to be doing a lot of that today, but thanks for joining us here at the Ends of the Earth. We're going to be right back on Doomed. Anarchists, snowflakes. What are you on about, reading? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Doomed, where we are indeed, as the namesake implies, pretty doomed. This is exactly the kind of scenario that just freaks me the hell out. Hi, Crosshair. Welcome back.
Hello.
Oh, we're losing you. We're losing you, eh?
It's a flustercluck.
It is a flustercluck, which I love. I mean, okay, I will give it this. Unlike some of the previous scenarios, this is really flavorful. Like the idea of the Stygian, like as the snow is melting, as the prison is failing, the Stygians are gathering in the center. This big blob is going to free the beast, and then the universe is going to end. Like it feels right, which I love.
It's fun.
It is fun. I would agree with that. Yeah, exactly. The question is, though, what am I going to do?
So if we remove one of the Doom counters from South or North Valley, we get 1 more turn.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. I'm a bit concerned because I don't know. Well, I'm sure you have plans and or plans or whatever, but the venting heat exchanger, I'm just trying to think of how this works. When the enemy phase begins, it would flip a bunch of clues to doom, which would then engage you and hit you, because you wouldn't be able to do it. Like, if you were there, I mean.
Yeah.
So, and that's potentially bad.
But also they would move to the center.
Well, unless they engage you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because, like, patrol... My understanding is that patrol is like hunter. If they're not engaged, then they patrol. But if they are engaged, then they fight instead.
The other option is to skip the enemy phase.
Yeah. Entirely.
With the golden clock, because then the doom doesn't advance.
Because we would just place 2 instead of a bunch.
Yeah, and there's no damage, and I could get rid of the heat exchanger.
Yeah.
And possibly do something else.
That is the question. What are we doing, right? Like, we're... Because I think I'm almost... I mean, I just need a couple more clues, and then I can attempt... So, I want to point out, Crosshair, if I can get back to your location at any point, I feel like I have something in hand. I have a very good shot of succeeding one of these... what do you call them? You know, North Valley, or unresolved actions or whatever. I could use it on myself as well and guarantee a win. The question is whether we want to save that or if we want to just get at least one, right?
Let's say, if you have a way to advance the act, let's do it.
We should do that, right? It won't be right now because I'm bogged down and got to deal with all these enemies and stuff. But
yeah, and I'll use the golden clock. This seems like a good place to skip the enemy phase because it basically gives us a second round. But we do have to get the encounter cards.
Yes, that's true. Aragwen, you are correct. Jenny's strategy through Antarctica, and I will absolutely let Crosshair chime in on this, but I believe that Jenny's strategy has been to pay other people to do the heavy lifting for her. We haven't seen it yet this scenario, but she's got this little cadre of, like, criminals that she's hanging out with who are doing a bunch of stuff for her.
How dare you, criminals?
Oh, sorry, Miss Barnes. I didn't mean anything by it. Fun fact, Arkham Horror Mother's Embrace, the not particularly critically well-reviewed Arkham video game that came out a couple years ago, features many voices from Montreal's voice acting community, including Amber Goldfarb as Jenny Barnes, which is fun.
Ah, cool.
Although that game is pretty bad. I don't like it. It is what it is.
So,
yes.
Other option is if I get rid of the heat exchange and I remove one of these enemies, that also gives us another turn.
Yes.
So I can do that.
And do you want to?
Yeah, I think this is a good moment for Jenny to go into ludicrous speed.
Oh, ludicrous speed. Okay, well then I will absolutely leave that to you, and I'll consider how Dexter's going to get out of his garbage over here.
Because you do know that Jenny always carries an ace in the hole.
Oh, of course she does.
And she also carries another ace in the hole.
So, several.
Yeah, which means that Jenny has 9 actions.
Wow. Okay. Good. Yep. I hope they're all wonderful for you. Aragwen, that is so exciting. Magic.
Here we go again. 9 actions. Fourth one, evade. That's number 1. to
Good.
get rid of these little guys. These succeed by 3, so I'm gonna use the cigarette case to get something
Me as well, right? And I'll move them up for you here. Whoops, sorry, wrong dude. Whee!
Oh yes. Oh yes. Yes. Thank you. Much obliged.
Much obliged. Deck of cards, much obliged.
Okay. So that's action number 1. Action number 2 is to get rid of 1 card. Yeah. 1 card to get rid of the venting heat exchanger.
Yeah.
That's 7. What do I want to throw away?
Second action. Yeah, that's good.
Ace of Rods.
Oh, get it out of here. Who cares?
Yeah.
Get out of here,
Let's throw a card into the heat vent and make it explode. Because somehow it works like that.
I think so. I think, well, perhaps you're using the... Sorry. I was thinking, yeah, let's tape it over the leak. But instead, you throw it in and the whole thing just explodes. Perfect.
Yeah, seems more
Oh,
like
you know,
it.
no big deal.
Then I'm going to spend 3 resources to get 10 resources.
Yes.
No.
Oh. Okay.
Actually, no.
Because
No,
you
no,
want to
no.
double that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I want to double that.
That's fair.
But I'm gonna use 1 action to heal up
Drink some soup, sure. A classic.
some soup. And then I have 6 left. Okay. Do we want to try the emissary now?
Let's think about what it would do. The emissary, we're agreeing to the Migos terms. They have something to ask of us, but they'll help, it says, assistance. So they've wanted brains this whole time. I don't know what else they would want.
Yeah, and we did parlay with them earlier anyway.
Yeah.
So let's keep on that track. Like the Migo are fine.
And we will hope, yeah, and well, because they have their own agenda, and hopefully it will be something useful for us. I hope.
Let's see. So Jenny will talk with the emissary.
I'm gonna make a note that
Surrounded.
we parlayed with the Migo and made a deal. I'm just gonna add that to the campaign.
Flipping the card.
Classic.
Oh.
The
It's a tripod.
Yes. So it's an aloof.
And likely ally.
Yeah, it's aloof. 4/2/2 rivals Stygians, and it has actually +4 health, so it's 4/6/2. It cannot enter the Thawing Jungle. That makes sense, because then it would just go in and it wouldn't blast anything. But okay.
So that's going to start killing the little dudes here.
Yes, which is potentially great news. That's good. So that's at least going to take out a couple at a time every turn, and gives us a little hand.
Yeah, as long as there's Stygians around, because otherwise it's gonna turn on us.
True. It is aloof at least.
But it's aloof.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
So
Yogoth.
that tripod can stay here and fight the little guys.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Cool. 4th action. 5th action. I'm gonna move to the north side.
Okay, north side.
Where is a little dude? Boop. Little dude. Kill it?
Yeah, I think so.
I could
Seems useful.
evade it also, because it's gonna turn into an enemy anyway.
Yeah.
But then there's 2 enemies, so if I kill it, that's only gonna be 1.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. If Exactly. If it's killed,
Yeah.
then one of the clues will flip, and if not, then the other clue will flip. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yep. Let's punch a little pool of Stygian goo.
Horrible. Just horrific.
3-1 or... Yeah, let's try 3-1. Yeah, yeah. No. Okay, well, now I only have the 3 actions left.
Aw.
3-1.
Classic.
Nope. Blue at the... Fine.
I mean, look, that lighthouse. That's obviously where they're all coming from, right? The tower?
I guess I'll commit to the 3-1 then. We've avoided the doom anyway.
Yes.
So, 3-1.
Ooh. Can I do anything? Nope.
That's 1-1.
Balls.
But deal damage to Stygian enemy.
And that resolves before the test is failed or succeeded, if that makes a difference. Like you apply the token effect.
Not really, but it does kill the thing.
Okay. Well, he doesn't hit you then.
Oh yeah, true.
Well, sorry, he won't. I mean, I should say. So that's okay. I mean, I don't know.
And then the last action, I can spend 2 resources to discard the
Yeah.
thing.
Excellent. Okay.
So
Okay.
feel like that was a worthy turn.
Yeah, not bad. That's honestly not that bad. I think seeing himself once again surrounded by many mouths, many eyes, this horrific creature, and Atu standing by, no longer doing anything for himself. The groundedness, the ability to sort of breathe through it, is going to have to just disappear. We're going to have to use what Dexter knows to be the most important thing in the world, which is telling the future. So that's -2. 2 resources. Then, okay. Now let's think about how I want to do this. I probably won't get enough clues to test this turn. I wouldn't mind getting clues to test this turn, though. Okay. Let's spend an action. The robes themselves start to writhe and come to life as smoke begins to billow from Dexter's wrists here. It's -1 cost. It doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity. I'm going to spend a resource from prophetic to also make it free. Then we're going to evade. And then maybe I'll get a clue as well. 6, 7 to 4. If I evade the Stalker, I'll make it 8 to 4. Here we go. Here we go. Excellent. Okay. Good. Oh, and I spent a thing. So we evade this. We evade this guy and the 2 little dudes. Okay. So the smoke pours from his coat and his jacket rather as he is able to find his way away. You may move to a connecting location. Do I want to? Maybe I do. If I move to your location, Crosshair, next turn we can maybe try the North Valley, try the North Valley intellect test. Maybe?
Maybe.
There are going to be a lot of baddies at the other places that we'll have to deal with, which is unfortunate. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to come to your location because of The mists, they allow him to whoosh off into the distance. And then I'm going to try to get a clue here at north side. Sixth Sense makes me 6-1. Let's do it.
Oh.
Good. Clue. That's 3 out of the 4 clues that we need.
Now then, we don't need to... Actually, we do need... No, we don't.
No, we don't. Yeah, because this one little dude will go.
Freedom on the agenda. The tripod won't die this turn.
Well, these guys are all exhausted anyway, right? So I think they're not fighting back right now. Oh, but yeah. The fighting...
Oh yeah, enemy phase ends.
The fighting happens before. Yeah.
It will engage and hunt these little guys, I think.
Yes, I think he would... yeah, it would fight these little dudes here.
So it would kill 2.
Which then...
Yeah. We don't need to... Yeah. We don't need to skip anything right now.
So then, when the enemy phase begins, patrollers patrol, more ooze makes its way into the center, where I will remove it and add a doom to the agenda.
And 4 of these.
That's a lot of guys. And 2 of these guys flip. One of that guy. And 1 dude at north side. I'm gonna take the Stygian at our location because I think I'm really hoping to set you up for a good smash hit here.
Maybe, I don't know.
No. Trust. We'll move to Upkeep because I've already moved everybody around and I took the guy who was at our location. I think that's
rather test the Elder Pharaohs with the agility, but
I think if you're planning on gaining some resources, I think I can give us a hand here and help flip this card.
Well, let's see, because so yeah, Yagath doesn't take any damage.
No, because they were all
with 7, which will kill the Yagath next turn.
Yeah, so he'll get 2 of them and then it'll knock it down. I mean, I guess it was helpful. I don't know.
Oh, you got a Lapland candle. That's cool.
Button up,
so, yeah.
Agava Sunrise, Irish Cream, and Finland. Honestly, Argwen, that sounds like the best spa day I've ever heard.
Ooh, that's a pull.
Upkeep. Okay.
That's definitely a pull.
Is it really bad? Or is it really good?
No. It's really good.
Really good. Okay, so then, in the Mythos phase, we add 2 Doom to the agenda, exactly. Oh, yeah. If you would like. Oh, yeah.
It's the Canadian finish. I'll do it. Oh, you're doing it.
You're already doing it. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Nobody does it.
Sounds wonderful, by the way, Aragwen. So, clue over here. Whoa. So many. And then encounter cards.
Cards. Yeah.
Oh, it's a roving appendage. Look out, man. I'm gonna I don't know. I'm gonna test agility 3. Agility 4. I have to take some damage or lose some actions if I fail, but I'm okay with that. Because I've done it before and I'm gonna do it again. 2 to 4? Yeah. So it's a big fail. It comes out of nowhere, reaching out through a crevasse in the earth, but Dexter is quick, and I'm gonna deny the fact that I even exist in this instant, which you can't do too often, because obviously that would mess you up really bad. And I will choose to ignore all of the damage that I would take.
What tentacle, dear?
Yeah, exactly. Just disappears. Oh, that one.
Oh,
I think. Oh, but it's going straight for Jenny now. Sure. No.
Agility 3. Agility 4, actually.
Yeah.
4 is not that bad. Like, it's gonna be a negative or a positive anyway. So, okay.
Ooh, it's gonna be a positive, I think.
Yeah, not too much, but it's a 7, so that's a success of 3. 3 is fine to use on the lucky cigarette case. Because Jenny doesn't care.
No. Ooh, a package. Wait. What the hell? Candles? Who ordered these? I mean, basically weirdness. I can get behind that.
Oh.
Anything exciting?
Should I? That's not gonna help right now, so let's go there. Yeah, it's certainly something.
Okay. That doesn't sound that exciting.
Fractions.
So we need a clue. I have a little guy engaged with me, so I could punch it, hopefully succeed, get the clue, and then we could potentially test or rather you could potentially, if you want to, test this book, and I could help with that.
So you want me to do it? Okay.
The way I see this going with my prophetic sixth sense abilities, Jenny, is hopefully I punch this little slime, get the clue, and then on your turn you want to gain some resources. It's a good move, and then I can help us succeed at the test. That's how I see it going. Now, downside, of course, is then we're missing there's a whole ton of guys over here at the Carven Rim who are gonna... that's bad news, for sure.
Not necessarily.
Ooh, I like the sounds of that.
But... yeah, the Doom is gonna advance anyway, but we just want to keep it from advancing over 4, because I think the next one is gonna be
right.
Another 8-1 or something.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds right to me. Does that sound like a plan? I don't want to mess this up by like failing my attack or whatever, but that's my plan. If I get us clues and stay here, then if you get resources, then you'll be able to get that test.
Why do I need resources?
It's a great question. I'm trying to avoid tipping my hand too much. Let's just say the more money Jenny has, the better she is at things. Isn't that true?
Yeah, but will it spend my resources? That's the question.
No. I can say with certainty it will not spend your resources. That'd be so good.
Okay.
If I was like, cool. Choose another investigator. They spend 20 resources.
Then it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I can save my last action for that.
Well, I would appreciate it. I am going to then, wish me luck, I'm going to punch this little Stygian guy 3-1, and I'm going to be really sad if this doesn't go well. 3-1. Here we go. Okay, good. Okay, so this little Stygian thing, the ooze kind of seeps back into the ground. Dexter's going to try to grab some of it as quick as he can. I'm going to use 6 sense to investigate here. 6-1. Success. I'll get the clue. And now I have the clues. So I'm going to draw a card. Yeah, I don't think the Necronomicon does anything anymore. Bit sad.
Yeah, just checking.
Okay, so that's there we go. That's me.
Okay. Well, resources are not an issue for Jenny, as we know, because she's on a bit of a hot streak.
Oh yeah. Oh, she is.
But
She is for
she's
sure.
gonna double that up.
Yeah. All right.
So that's one action for 17 resources.
Delicious.
That should do for a while.
I think so. Yeah. Could probably even spend some of them. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, should I spend resources now to play something, or... Doom will advance anyway.
Yes. Oh, am I out of music already? Am I out of music already? There we go. Well, I mean, you wanted to save an action for, or you wanted to use an action for the test, and otherwise, I don't know, did you have an exciting plan?
And how many resources I can use, because I don't know your plan.
Well, my plan is to channel all of Dexter's magic into succeeding the test on this location. Sorry, what are we doing on this location? I should actually read it. Attempt to repair the heat exchangers. He's going to channel all of his magic into your mechanical know-how. Just don't ask how it works. It doesn't work.
Which Jenny just last turn destroyed, but...
well, destroyed.
I use one action.
Yay!
Because Leo wants to help.
Yay, Leo!
Which is another action, so basically I didn't use an action. And I'm going to assume that 10 resources is fine.
Yes.
Also, can I avoid the doom to go too far?
I mean, that would be pretty sweet, but I don't know.
It's 5 enemies.
A bunch of people there, yeah. Dynamite blast. That's what we need. That's what we need in this scenario. Just infinite dynamite. Just whee! You know?
Yeah. Technically, I could spend 6 resources to destroy 2 enemies at that location. That's 2 less doom on the next round.
Yep. I will say I don't... Oh, actually, hang on. Let me... Quick math here. Beep, boop, beep, 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 boop, beep, 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 boop, boop. I think that would still work.
But also, do we care?
This is the question. Do we care?
Let's go full ham on this, and I'm gonna play Eye of Jinn.
Subscriber. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't have my alerts on this monitor for some reason. How odd is that? Thank you very much. Was it Aragorn? I appreciate.
No, it was Soka.
Oh, Soka. What the heck? I didn't have my alerts installed. How the hell are you? Welcome to Doomed. I'm joined today by the mysterious voice on the line, the Crosshair.
Hello.
Sweetheart. All right, sorry, Crosshair. You were in the midst of saying.
I just played the Eye of Jinn because during my turn, if I do a skill test, I can turn my skill to 5.
Yeah.
So
Plus, the curse tokens are still in the bag, and all that, right? So.
yeah. So my last action is apparently to test this 10 against, I guess, Eye of Jinn.
I don't even think you have to, my friend.
But it's gonna come back anyway.
Yes, that's true. Actually, that's a good point. So yeah, I say go for it. That's a good point. Dexter does finally have the ability. He's going to channel everything that... Sorry, Aragwen. Soka, it's great to see you, and I hope you're doing really well.
I'll stop subscribing then.
Yeah, Aragwen. I mean, don't. For what it's worth, but, Dexter is going to channel all of the power in his body through the robes and out the top of his mind, and suddenly to the north on the wall erupts a massive elder sign. Now this is wild. I didn't know if this was going to come in handy. It's a wild icon, and it says don't reveal chaos tokens, treat it as an elder sign. Which for Jenny, as we all know, is a big plus.
Subscriber.
No, that wasn't Aragwen, unless Aragwen pushed a subscription.
Subscriber.
Darn! Damn it, Aragwen! I can't believe it. You son of a gun. Hang on, I'm gonna just turn this down for a moment here. It's gonna be a lot of those, eh? Thank you, Aragwen. Sorry, Crosshair?
Subscriber.
Thank you. Thank you. There's a lot of them.
Subscriber.
The other bad thing is that the elder sign goes bye-bye.
It does, yeah. It's too bad, and it's 5 XP, which was like, what? But, you know, this is what happens when you draw elder signs. Oh, it's true weirdness. Well, the power of the mythos erupts from the side of the mountain. So rather than drawing a token, you get an elder sign, which is, I believe for Jenny, a bunch, right? Plus something?
10.
Plus 10.
Yeah, 15 to 10, so not a great success still, but...
Great success. Well, unfortunately, I suppose you don't have the cigarette case, but that's okay. That's no problem.
Oh, right.
If you succeed, flip this card. Let's go. North Valley side. Oh, sorry, did you want to read it, or should I read it?
You make this happen, really, so...
Pulling together every scrap of information you've absorbed about this ancient technology over the last few days, and a healthy dose of magic power, you're able to stop most of the heat exchangers from venting into the valley. Each investigator discards all of their clues. That's fine. Seal a cultist token on Nameless Cylinder. Okay. Find the North Valley side resolved location and put it into play, replacing this location. Oh! Take it from the random location deck. Oh, then flip this card and shuffle it into the random location deck. Damn it. Okay, fine. Remember to advance the act. And North Valley. Oh. Does it just have the same thing on it? No. Bastards.
But it should
says find the North Valley side resolved location. Whichever one that is, I guess.
Yeah.
This is the freezing side, and that's the resolve side. Freezing. Ridiculous.
So basically flip half, round up the clue tokens.
Okay. But we did the thing, and we advanced the act, which is probably the more exciting thing. Well, sorry, 6 subscriptions in a row is pretty exciting, actually. And 1,001 quotes. Right, 1,002 quotes. What was quote 1,000? Ah, yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God.
No,
Wait, why is there something... Why? Ah... What the heck is this? What is this? Stygian Pseudopod. 2 combat, 2 health, 2 evade. It's an abomination Stygian. Spawns in the Thawing Jungle. It's a massive and inexorable. Inexorable is a keyword, which means if you defeat it, don't defeat it, just exhaust it twice. So double exhaust or whatever. While this enemy is at a location with another elite Stygian, it has patrol random location. After the enemy moves, it does not attack this round. After it becomes exhausted, move it to the Thawing Jungle. The old stingy Sortafoot. Well,
okay,
I
so
don't
it's just gonna be a pain in the ass, but
yeah,
too much of a pain in the ass.
Well, every time it walks into a different place, it goes to a random location. It doesn't attack that round, and every time you exhaust it, you move it back. And every time you beat it up, you exhaust it twice. So, I guess.
Yeah. Now
I don't
the
know.
question becomes, what's our next objective?
Act 2A, Reification of Darkness. Reunification? While you have been busy, the cysts have not been idle. They are growing fat on the desiccated remnants of the jungle, and the heat they are absorbing is being channeled back into the prison. As more and more of them flood into the convergence at the center, you can see it adopting the writhing consistency of its great banquet. Vine-like tentacles start to lash out all around it. Objective, if there are at least 2 resolved locations in play, immediately advance.
Okay, we're gonna be here.
Well, that's gonna be that then, right? Bastards.
Now, do we want to skip a phase or repeat a phase?
That is a good question. Let's talk about it, right? If we skip, then the Doom will still advance, but a bunch of people won't move. If we repeat a phase, we'll be able to potentially go into the
go to a location, evade.
Maybe get more clues off of the Pharos or somewhere else, because that's sort of what we need.
There's only these people at the cavern rim, and the one at the South Valley that will advance the Doom. Doom will advance anyway.
We also have, I should point out, Crosshair, there's now, on the Nameless cylinder, you can remove occultist token sealed here from the game. You risk diverting power away from the wards to cleanse the valley. Choose a location. Doom and clue tokens on that location or in the threat area, so not the clues, but the Doom in the threat area of an investigator at that location is discarded. But you have to be at the Carven Rim.
Yeah.
So we could basically clear a whole... We could walk in and... We'd have to evade everything, but we could clear the whole location, reset it, we could do it later.
Because I could go into the Carven Rim and evade the Stygian Stalker. Then use the Nameless Cylinder to clear the Elder Pharos.
Yeah, which would get rid of... The tripod would then be free to hunt... Yeah, exactly.
South Valley to kill that, and the Doom will advance anyway.
I would be in a position to... So if you do that, I would probably follow you and try to grab some clues off the Carven Rim so that I could maybe start building up the clues again to take this willpower test, which is going to be the easiest one, I think, for us. Maybe?
Yeah, I can do the agility one also at some point.
Yeah. We need as many clues as possible.
I don't have the Eye of Jinn for that.
That's true. I guess, so that's the other thing. If we repeat a phase, then you don't have access to some of these things.
Yeah, but if we skip the enemy phase, that's basically the same.
Good point. Nobody attacks, nobody flips, nothing moves. We still advance the agenda, and then it'll spawn more stuff. But then we'll have another turn to just walk in and do the thing we were gonna do.
Do the thing we were gonna do anyway.
Is that...
And...
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, because then using the Nameless Cylinder to remove, say, the Elder Pharos might become more advantageous.
Right, if more clues are placed on it, or whatever, then...
Yeah.
Potentially. That's what I vote for. I realize we only get one use of this bad boy, so...
Yeah. So, we're gonna skip the enemy phase?
I think so.
Let's do it. Fine.
Yay! So we move straight to Upkeep. What is Jenny doing exactly to sort of stop the hordes from advancing towards the center?
Well, there's a ticking sound in her pocket, and she looks at her golden watch and well, I guess it's time for a breather, and clicks it shut, and it just disappears.
Whoa. Disappears and everything kind of freezes for a moment. Oh, I love that. That's so mysterious.
Everything else just freezes.
Upkeep. Oh, that's good. That's potentially very good, actually. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Woo!
But I do have resources now.
Yeah, darn Skippy. The Mythos Phase, as we know, we're going to place 2 Doom on the agenda, which will advance it before we can do anything else. Oh my god. It's the LZ-125! Enslaved to Darkness. That doesn't sound good.
God damn it.
Those mother... Oh, it's gonna... Oh, no! It does not make attacks of opportunity. When it moves, exhaust it. While it is being attacked using a ranged firearm or spell, it gets -3 fight. Well, that's just shit, man. Does the Migo have health for... Oh, God, it doesn't. The blimp! How is the blimp still alive? What a nightmare.
And it's not Stygian.
No.
But it rivals the Migo.
Yeah, but...
So, if we use the Carven Rim to clear out the Elder Pharaohs, these two will fight.
That's true. That's very... And then it'll at least do some of the damage to it, which we need.
Yeah, and they'll do double damage, so they'll kill each other in 2 turns.
That would be pretty good.
That works.
Okay. Agenda 3A, I think it's all the same stuff. Yeah, it says the Anna Elbe came here searching for the power of the ancients. It seems they found it. Oh my god, you used it to empower a blimp! What are you doing?
Only one.
I'm not going to read all the other stuff here because I think it's all the same. But
Yep.
we are going to draw... no, we have to place 2 clues each at a random location, which we haven't done yet. Is that north?
Side.
North!
Side.
Whee! Okay. Well, that's no bad thing, right?
Fine. For actions.
And now it is the Mythos Phase. Oh, well, I got a Stygian Assailant. That's not good. Obviously, this is a much larger beast coalescing in the mountains to the north, in the remnants of the massive Elder Sign burned there. Actually, I don't like that. I don't like it.
Well, who does?
No, I know, but I'm wondering if I... Yeah, I'm just gonna say no. The ward radiates out from Dexter, and the beast immediately dissolves back into its individual pieces. It's a non-weakness encounter card. Cancel all of its effects. Discard it. Take a horror. Boom. Done.
Cool.
All right.
Let's see what I get from the Eldritch Candy Box. Stirred to activity. If you have no clues, discard gains surge. Cool.
Whee! No, at least that could have
Cool,
hit at
I-
a worse time, I guess.
And the voice of the primordial obscenity.
I can help with this. Is it just if you fail?
Yeah. But I do have my Eye of Jinn.
I can assist as well, so hopefully it'll be a win. Reading.
1 damage, 1 physical trauma isn't too bad, actually. Like, Luca can take the damage. And I can take the trauma. It's only halfway.
I leave it to you. I could potentially assist here, but if you're thinking you may as well kind of go tank it, doesn't really matter. That's fine by me.
Because I do have some...
Reading, this is perfection, by the way. I purchased one of your... I clicked the top of one of your gold pocket watches, but now it disappeared. What a crock! To top it off, it broke time! Please send me an Uber to fetch me from the time pocket.
It only broke half the time.
Exactly.
To be fair.
It's
So.
yeah. Briefly, exactly.
I think I'll go 5 to 4 on it.
Would you like a bit more assistance?
I don't think unless it's like 3 or something like.
It would be
It's a,
yeah, it'd be 2, so you'd be 3 up. I don't know how
Yeah.
you feel about that.
not useful when we have -4
Minus
things.
fours. I do agree. Yeah, taking those out of the bag would be best, but whatever.
5 to 4.
Well, well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's bound to happen at some point, right?
1 damage, 1 trauma.
He
Look
said,
up.
as if it doesn't matter at all. Oh, whatever. Yay!
Not like she doesn't have trauma already.
Well, we're not getting out of Antarctica alive. This is the key. We're just hopefully imprisoning this beast forever. That's my hope, anyway.
My plan: go to Carbon Rim, aid everything, use the
Yeah, use the ability
Nameless
on the thing. Yeah.
Darkness.
Yeah.
Then I have 1 action.
I could get clues. I could also potentially, if well, how confident do you feel about evading the stalker? It's probably a good question as well.
Let me use my first action and then I can reply.
Ah, yes, please.
Very.
Sure.
Jenny takes a physical trauma and remembers, oh yeah, I've had worse.
Yeah, no big deal here, right? There it is.
Second action. Hi boys.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the monsters of yore. Ugh.
So all of these boys, basically, I'm gonna try and evade the Stygian Stalker. That's a 4 on 4 currently, so I'm gonna use 4 resources to go 8 on 4.
Yeah, absolutely. And fingers crossed for that cigarette case. Oh, baby!
Yeah, that's 5
Yes.
on the cigarette case. All those enemies are evaded
I
by the
will
way. So.
move them here. Obviously, Jenny's ability to get into and out of trouble allows her to nimbly slip, thread the needle, as it were, and evade all of these enemies.
Past everyone. Is it time to kill things? Is it not?
Clues are good. I hear clues are great.
I can't help with that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm gonna get those. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Fine.
Yeah, my plan is clues, come in. I'll be, I have a pretty good way of helping clear this next turn, which is going to be really useful, I think.
All of those are evaded, and my last action would be to use the Nameless to clear the Pharaohs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Risk diverting power away from the wards to cleanse the valley. Whoop, 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 whoop.
So a cultist goes into the trash bin.
Yep.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Go away.
Oh. It's
There we
gone.
go.
Ooh.
And all of
Whoops.
these.
Not that guy. Whoa.
That one, and that one, and that one, and that one.
Hey, no bad thing here, right? Look at all those Stygians. Woof. Massive explosion.
Remove. Yeah. That only means that there's one doom possible from the outside, but that's fine.
Yeah. Do I want to? That feels like a long way to go.
Yeah, it's only one.
Yeah, I could move, and then I could kill it. But is that worthwhile?
Not really. I think
tend to
this area is the only problem area we have. But...
And then I'll be able to start hopefully helping us accelerate that a bit next turn and so on. But for now, clues. We need clues because then we can start testing again and try to clear out some of these, resolve these locations. I'm gonna try to grab the clues off of North Valley side. So with my Sixth Sense, 6-1. That is still a success, but it is all. Oh, it's a cultist.
Oh damn! There's an infested fissure at the.
There is.
Oh well, the Yogoth will kill it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're gonna still fight each other first, right? Because the fighting happens before the guys are spawned at least. Do I pull a clue off of your location? I think I do, because then that's one fewer enemy there.
Yeah, I can handle this location like forever, basically, and basically kill Ahtu.
Oh, here
Excuse me?
I accidentally got a. I got a cultist, so I have to put a clue here at South Valley. Hello to you, Thanatoasted. Wonderful to have you with us. Welcome to Doomed.
Hello.
Whoa! There it is. Hello. So where am I going to take a clue off of, though, is the question. I think just my location. I'm hoping to take this location down. Second action. Let's do it again. 6-1. That's incredible, but I'll take it. Third action. I'm going to move to you so I can try to help with... Yeah, to help, so I can help with clearing this location. Yes, go ahead.
I'd rather take all the enemies than... So
okay.
when they engage, I'll take all of it. So.
Okay. Yeah. That. Would it make more sense for me to go somewhere else then?
Not
Pharaoh's,
really,
so.
Because you can get clues here.
Exactly. Okay. Cool. I will move in and just await my destiny. As we go to the enemy phase. Where? Patrollers. Oh, right. So this guy patrols, and then we place a doom on the agenda. That's fine.
Yeah.
But the new pseudopod also, he moves to a random location.
Oh yeah, we have the random. God damn it!
Yeah.
I wanted to use.
Whoa! Crosshair. Oh, where's 5?
So yeah, it moves.
I thought you were rolling a die for it. Sorry.
Oh, I think we used the.
Yeah. I saw you throw a die at me, and I was like, "What's going on?" I'll do the thing. It moves to the Elder Pharaoh. Of course it does. Where it is also fighting the tripod from Yogoth, I guess, but it doesn't attack.
Actually, no, because it's not hunting them, and enemies don't fight each other unless they. Yeah.
They're rivals.
But the Yogoth will fight.
So yes, so let's talk about this now. This is now the moment where they attack. So who is going to and this will appear here at the end. Who attacks whom? Sorry, I'll do that after. Who attacks whom?
So we want the tripod to deal damage to the Zeppelin. Like 4 and 4, but then the pseudopod deals 1 damage to the Yogoth.
Yeah. So it looks to me like 3 damage to the tripod and 2?
Yeah, 5 actually. Because they're elite, so I think rivals do double damage.
And then this
yeah. No. Does it? Does the Yogoth do double damage because it doesn't have the It gets health based on the investigators, but it's not on the health tracker.
Yeah, that sounds right. I'll just check it again really quickly here. Where are you? Enemies attacking enemies. Bosses. Any enemy with a health per investigator, or which gets additional health per investigator, is a boss enemy. So multiply it by the number of players in the game. Yeah. So it does count, interestingly enough. I really didn't think it would. That's okay by me.
So, next turn the Zeppelin will die again.
Yay! That's okay. So it does.
And the
4 damage.
Yagath will die.
4
Yeah.
and 5. Okay, cool. 6?
Oh yeah, true.
Damn.
True. It's double, yeah.
Balls.
Unless we ate the Yagath somehow.
Oh, no,
but-
sorry. The pseudopod doesn't do damage this round. After this enemy moves, it does not attack.
Ah,
I want it to work, Crosshair. I really do. And it no longer patrols, because it's not at a place with an elite Stygian enemy. Oh, interesting. So now that it's here, it's essentially, its tentacles have grown so large that it's like enveloped the Elder Pharos, and now it's going to sort of sit here. If that makes sense. Oh, that's loud.
wait. After it moves, it does not attack. After it becomes exhausted, move it to the Thawing Jungle. But where did it say that we can't kill it?
It has inexorable as a keyword, which we haven't seen really in play a lot, but that means, yeah, instead of dying, it double exhausts, so it doesn't ready twice, kind of thing. Yeah.
Cool.
Which, you know, fine.
Yeah, fine. I guess that's it.
Get a doom here, boop, and we flip some clues around. There you go. There you go. You wanted them, you got them. And we'll move on to Upkeep, where we draw cards, gain resources. Oh, delicious. I mean, somewhat delicious. It's not great, but it's something.
This is something else.
I think
Oh yeah, and the golden clock is away.
it is gone, yeah. I think Dexter and Jenny have managed to sort of like using the power of, managing to repair the heat vents has sort of slowed the assault, and then potentially they use that to divert power away and cleanse the eastern section, and now all of a sudden it's looking a little bit better.
Yeah.
Mythos Phase, we place 2 doom and spawn 2 random clues. Is that south?
Outside.
South side, north side. Okay. And then we draw encounter cards as we often do in this game. Ooh, this is new. This is a Stygian Omen. As the storm wall parts, time seems to slow. You have only moments to look away before you witness what lies within. Oh, it's the visage of the obscenity, of course. So, briefly the cloud lifts and Dexter looks up towards it, much like the sun, and then he tries to look away. Test agility 4. If you fail, take a horror and a mental trauma. Well, it's not, I mean, it's not ideal, but here it comes. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Not fast enough.
Right. I realized I was at your location, but I wouldn't have had really anything.
I can, at least I have some healing ability. That is unfortunate, though.
Well, the ancient evils. That's 1 doom on the current agenda.
Yep. Which is 5 out of 8 now. But
forces stir against you. If you do not act quickly, a sinister plot will be fulfilled.
We're
This
acting as
isn't a plot anymore.
no, it's not a plot. We're acting as quickly as you can, you bastards. Oh god.
So we have a cutoff in 50, like a hard cutoff.
Yeah.
Do we want to take one more break, or do we stick with it?
I'm happy to, so I can get more water. No big deal. I think we know now, Crosshair, probably what the game wants us to do, and it doesn't feel to me like there's going to be a quick and easy resolution anytime soon.
No, but also tomorrow is completely free, so
Yeah, well, I don't know if we've necessarily announced what. Maybe John already has announced what's happening on RPG Clinic. I know we're not necessarily
no Riverwild.
no Riverwild. I wonder if we're doing something else. I'm wondering. I'll have to chat.
Haven't
With,
heard.
probably have to chat with him.
But it's a possibility because next weekend I won't be here. But
Yeah. I'm hoping maybe I can. What if you got some ice from the 7-Eleven? I mean, what? Oh, and just dumped a few bags on the jungle. Oh, refreeze the jungle. Perfect, Aragwen. That should work. Do you think it would
yeah,
work?
we'll see. Anyway, let's have a break and
Yes,
we'll
right.
see where we
Let's-
get to.
Let's do that, and then yeah, exactly. I would love to find another opportunity, so we're going to see how it happens. We'll be right back after I get some more water and some ice for this jungle. Okay, we're back. We're back, and I see there's some discussion of this scenario as an allegory for climate change. I kind of like it, too. The idea, and I actually didn't even think about it, because, Aragwen, most of the campaign has been about riding along with Nazis, like literal, from the 1930s, which is also meant as a we'll just ride their coattails and then we'll, destroy them or whatever. But now, yeah, I do actually agree. This beast is gonna destroy the world once it gets out. Hello and welcome back to Doom. Sorry, Crosshair, go ahead.
If it gets out.
If it gets out, that's what I like to hear. We might be able to repair the thing. I don't know if we'll repair the thing, but we can try. We're back. We've done the thing.
Yes. Hello.
Hello. Yes, indeed. And I cannot, for the life of me, remember. We just took all the people back, and we just got our. Yes, we got our treacheries.
Yeah. Dooms have been doomed, and
Weirdness.
it's our turn.
It's our
again.
turn. I feel like you have a plan, so I'll let you do your thing.
Oh, thank
Right?
you.
Because you have 1 billion enemies engaged with you.
Oh, it's only 7. Yeah, I think I need to evade these.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I tend to agree with that, yeah.
Fine. Because I just got a new card and it would let me check my whole deck for stuff, but also...
I think evading is probably a good shout here, too, yeah.
Yeah, and I have to do it anyway, so... First action will be with the Eye of Jinn. I sit on 4 evade. I wouldn't.
Okay. Good luck.
Do I want to throw that away? Oh, sorry. It's 8 on 4.
Ah, yeah, sure. There you go.
8 on 4 evade.
All them hard knocks. Why not?
Do I want to evade for more? 8 on 4 is fine. Yep,
More than.
that's a 7 on 4, 3 success. Lucky cigarette case. No, you don't go into my hand yet. What do we have? Ah.
It really does, reading. I tend to agree. What the heck? Jesse McCready, what are you on about over there? Oh, God. Good times.
I'm gonna take
You actually, Aragwen? Oh, you've been in that. You've been in there a whole lot more. Oh! Yes! Oh my God, I forgot. Do you remember I was in there for hours because I thought it was a puzzle. Oh God, what a nightmare. Sorry, Crosshair, I'm interrupting. Please.
Not at all.
Did
I
you
was
cigarette
thinking,
case your way into something exciting?
something very Jenny specific.
Interesting.
You know, Jenny is starting to see stuff around her.
Stuff.
She's starting
Oh
to
yeah, okay.
see a lot of easy marks,
Mm-hmm.
which means I take 2 resources and draw a card.
And you can choose to double,
And-
or you can just do that. Yeah, that's even better, honestly.
Let's draw another
There you
and take
go.
2 resources, and let's double that.
There you
And-
go.
Draw a card.
Honestly,
And,
Aragwen, there you go, Crosshair.
take 2.
You got another one? Yes! That's the dream. Honestly, 4 plays of easy marks in a row is the dream. There it is. Well done.
Do the myriad easy marks count as actions?
That is an excellent question, and I am going to check because I have a feeling I know why you're asking. And I'm
Yep.
trying to remember how that card works. For each action, it blah 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 blah. Fast assets can be cannot be. I'm just having a look here. The end of your turn is mostly academic. Thinking. What does it say? It says, okay. And then, okay, so, well, double says, play it again as if it were in your hand. So it doesn't take an action, but that would count as an action. That would make sense to me. Similarly, Easy Mark says, play another one at no cost. I need to look up the definition of the word action, I guess. That's so funny, Aragwen. And honestly, Aragwen, I bet it was you who figured it out, the gold bar business. During his or her turn, an investigator is permitted to take up to 3 actions. You have to pay all the costs, and then the for a complete list of actions available, see the section on page 24.
Action says that reactionary card abilities do not cost an action to activate, so...
They don't cost an action. Yeah, but that does make sense, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Fine.
So it would be. I think it'd be better on like a ace in the hole kind of turn or whatever.
Yeah.
Damn.
But that does still leave me with 2 actions.
Aragwen, do we miss Jesse McCready? I mean, you probably don't, given what you've been doing a lot of lately. But like, well, not this, I should say. But anyway, whatever. Do we miss Jesse McCready on this channel? It's a good question.
5 doom.
Yeah.
This guy at the Elder Pharaohs doesn't move because the Yoggoth is still there.
Yes, so he will be rivaled or whatever we want to say.
Yeah.
Bicycle. Okay. Oh, I miss bicycle too.
So I'm gonna move here
Yeah.
to avoid us getting the doom.
Very nice, thank you.
And I don't think I can save the Yugoth.
No, I don't think so either. Which would be really cool, but yeah, I feel like you'd have to move in. Everything's now aloof, so you'd also have to engage. I don't know how you would do it necessarily.
I'd have to deal 4 damage to the LC 125.
Which, well, it's massive, so I guess you would have the ability to shoot it. But yeah, it's a good point. I don't know how you would do that.
If I had another turn.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's unfortunate for sure.
So, do I want to evade the last one here or just kill it? Or do I want to take the 1 damage from it? Damage, after all.
Yeah, I guess punching it and evading it essentially do the same thing, so that's... I leave that to you.
Guess I would like to play something.
Ah. We could retcon it and say you played it before you moved, if you want to. I'm just thinking, because then it wouldn't take an attack of opportunity.
Then, yeah, true, but...
Maybe it's not something that you would have wanted to play otherwise. Because then the last action would have been move in and engage. Or move in and you know, get the little Stygian guy on you, so...
Yeah.
I'll leave it to you.
Yeah, I'll retcon the movement just a bit and play the one thing before I move.
Absolutely. Cool. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, there you go. There you go. See, yeah, I think you want that out for sure, yeah. That's gonna help. Excellent.
That's me.
Okay. Well, so Dexter sort of sees all of these various, like, he's managed to creep up on everyone, so he's like hiding essentially from the various enemies here. But he's got something on him that I'm shocked to say we haven't seen in a long time. He very stealthily withdraws a small automatic pistol from his pocket, and I'm going to use it to shoot some of these people. I'm going to try to kill the stalker and then get some clues, because when these guys flip back, I'll be able to... Yeah, the 25 automatic says after you evade an enemy at your location, you can fight without spending an action. If you fight, you get more damage if they're exhausted, so it's all coming together. Let's fight.
Cool.
I'm going to shoot with the 25 automatic, which is 5, 2, 2. If I target the stalker, let's go for it. Pew! Aw, I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, it's disappointing.
And we spawn
Somewhere exciting.
North Valley.
North? Cool. Oh, thank you. I have 2 more actions. I think I'm going to try to shoot again just to get this guy off the board if I can. So yeah, I'm going to try one more time. Oh, fuck's sake. Pardon my French. I mean... Oh, God. It's always something with this game. Now I'm just going to try... You know what? He puts the gun away. They haven't seemed to notice him yet. So instead, I'm going to try to get the clue off the carven rim. 6-1. That's a curse. I'm going to remove it. Just straight. And then I'll get the clue. Okay. So I'll get the clue instead. And hopefully next turn, we'll be in a better position to fight. Because that was very sad. That's me.
We are done.
We are done. So we'll move on to the enemy phase, where The first thing that happened is if there were any patrollers, they would patrol, but there are not any ready ones.
Nope.
And then as we have said, many people fight, and there's lots of big explosions and everything explodes. I like to think that the tripod, once again confronted by this Anna Elbe Zeppelin, they've learned a bit from each other, and the missile barrages are countered by the steel wires, and it manages to pull it down, and they crash and explode together.
For the third time.
Yeah. Jeez Louise.
I'll see 125.
And then, at the end of the enemy phase, half of the clue tokens turn into Stygians, rather.
I take 1 damage. I'm gonna put it on the burglar.
And then in the upkeep phase, of course, things ready. At which point we draw cards and gain resources. Oh. Oh! Well. This might be very good. Okay.
6 out of 8.
7. Oh yeah, sorry. So we placed 2 dooms, so we're at 7 out of 8. But that's okay. That's not so bad.
That's fine.
And we also put some. Oh, thank you. Yes, and of course we put some new clues on the board. I'm not looking. South. Wee. And another one. Not looking. Me. Boop. Nice little clue here. No big deal.
Kind of good.
Yeah, I think so.
The Doom will advance.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, yes. Yeah, I think that's yeah. I'll still draw my encounter card just to see what we get. Ah, a venting heat exchanger. That's less good. Of course, obviously the heat exchangers are indeed being damaged now, and it's sort of this accelerating process. I'm attaching it to a random location. The Elder Pharaohs, of course, it's over there. After you did so much work to make it... Oh, God. Sorry, friend.
It's fine.
It's okay. And that's my Mythos card.
Yeah, let's see what happens at the south side.
South side? Ah, for fuck's sake.
This effect can cause the current attender to advance.
Yeah, that's everyone's least
Which
favorite
means-
part of that card for sure.
So it goes to 8, and it advances now.
So if there's any effects here, Agenda 3B, the voice. Slowly, you have become accustomed to the terrible siren cry of the Stygian things. The desire is still there to sprint to the convergence and hurl yourself into the embrace, but you console yourself with the promise that perhaps you can enjoy that reward when your task is done. But now there is a new horror. The voice of the Nameless Darkness carries to you on the wind. There are no words, no thoughts, nothing you could characterize as intelligence or communication of any kind. The sound drags itself up and down every synapse in the frail pustule of your brain. You scream, but the resultant harmony only makes it worse. Each investigator tests will 4. Each that fails takes a mental trauma.
4, you say?
Yeah, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to test 6 to 4 on my end. I'll pull that curse out of the bag. Can I do that? Yes. Well, there you go. Okay, that's... yeah, I mean, obviously, this whole journey with Dexter has been peering into the future, and now he can see the future, and it is beautiful. Take a mental trauma, 5 out of 8. Fantastic.
5, 6, 7.
Bueno.
7 against 4.
Oof, reading. Big oof.
Ugh. Passes by 1.
Yay.
And I can deal 1 damage to a Stygian, and I'm gonna... If I deal damage to the pseudopod,
It will still
Or
have
I
1
could-
health.
yeah. Or I could remove one from the North Valley side.
Yeah, that's no
small.
bad thing. That's because we're not going there. I mean, I don't think we're going there.
Or I could do 1 damage to the Stalker, but you're gonna evade those anyway. I
And
think.
try to deal it 2 damage, yeah. Although that would just overflow. I mean, I kind of leave it to you. I think the north side one's not a bad idea because it would walk in otherwise, and this way it won't.
Yeah,
So there's that.
it's 1 less doom.
Yay! Oh, right, and that was your encounter card. The Agenda Foray is called The Nameless Darkness Nears. The tattered shreds of the storm wall do little to hide the atrocity lurking within. I mean, yikes.
I have 2 little dudes here, which I think I'm gonna evade, and then I could do something crazy.
If you want to. Got that crazy.
Because this is a fight test.
Oh, yes. We
If I-
need 4 clues between us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying that's impossible, of course. In fact,
You need 1 more clue, then it's 10 on 4, then on 3.
Ooh, and your clock ticks as well. If that, I can't remember what your first charge does, but it might. I feel like
Oh, it's
potentially
plus 3 to my first skill test.
first skill.
Which
not
means...
Hmm.
So I could test the location and take 2 damage.
If you let and if you let me go first, I could.
You might get the clue.
Right,
Yeah.
because then you still need the clues, right? So
You do you
That's
first. So
yeah, that might actually
might
might
work.
actually work out quite well. I'm gonna try to get clues. That's what I'm gonna try to do on my turn. And then
Of course, first try to evade those guys.
yeah,
so.
of course. And I'll see about, the more clues the better, right? So yeah, let's do it. The mists come out, and then he's going to try to fire a bullet through the mists, basically. This is all 1 action. Evade. I have 6 willpower, 7 to 4. I'm going to spend something off prophetic to make it 8 to 4. And I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to commit Fearless to be 10 to 4. Okay, cool. So that's a big success. So I'll heal 2 horror. Ah, I am fearless. The mists envelop the enemies, which evades all of them, and right away I can spend a bullet off of the 25 automatic to fight. It's exhausted now, so I can fight it at 5 to 2. Come on, babe. Please work for me. Oh, Hair! What's wrong with me?
Well, I'm kind of glad you take them, so...
Yeah. No, absolutely. Okay, let's get a clue. Then I can try to kill another guy, but then I'll be out of action. So I'll only have 1 more clue, but that's the hope, is that I can do this at least. So let's go 6. Let's go 6 to... No, yeah. 6 to 1. Okay, that's good. So I got the clue off the location.
Cool.
And then last action, I'd really like to try to get rid of this last dude. So I'm going to try last time 5 to 2. Okay, there we go. 2 damage, which removes the stalker and spawns a clue at my location. And that's me done. Thank you for my #turn. Still have so many good cards coming in.
So red clock ticks along. First, you get +3 skill value for your next skill test.
Yeah, exactly. Next is the key here, right?
Yeah. So if I test the location, that's a 10 on 6. I take 2 damage, which is fine.
Yeah. And you'd have
I
to...
can-
Well, I mean, yeah, you know what's in the bag.
Yep. And the attack of opportunity damage happens first.
Yes,
I
it does. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna take a damage. I'm gonna try it. So 1 damage goes on the cat burglar.
Oh, damn. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Damn. Cat burglar.
Okay. 10 against 6 is not great. So let's go 10 on 7.
10 on 7. Okay. All right. Okay.
Do I want to use that?
Ideally, I mean, I know we'll have another chance to try to pass this test, but, you know.
I'm trying to see if I can pass both of those tests. Like, oh yeah, but we need 4 more clues.
Yeah,
Never
yeah,
mind.
exactly. Yeah, that would be really sweet, but I think we'll end up... If we pass this, maybe we'll get another one of the cultist tokens again, kind of like the first act. That would... Then we got some options.
Does committing a card to a skill test count as an event card?
No, it does not, unfortunately.
Okay. So it's a 10 on 7 now.
Yeah.
10 on 9.
Okay, there you go. That's good.
Yeah. 10 on 10. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So that's a 14 against 10.
I mean, small favors, red clocks, hard knocks. This is Jenny to a T. I just feel like, what are you trying to do here anyway? You attempt to block the entrances to the transport network. I mean, she is just going for it, isn't she?
Yeah, basically finding all the right rocks to knock over. But 14 to 10 is basically the only one token to ruin it all.
No, don't. Oh, you. Okay. Yeah. No, you're right. You. That is correct. That is correct.
That's what it is. So
Oh God.
there we go.
God, you have no idea. I'm always so stressed over here, Crosshair. Wild. Succeed by 3
Oh.
and do the thing. That's right.
Yeah. Let's move that to the side.
All right.
Flippity flip. With hard work and the judicious use of the Star Chamber's explosive supplies, well, that fits,
Yeah, it sure does.
you are able to block up some of the larger openings to the tunnel network. Each investigator discards all of their clues.
Done.
Seal a cultist token.
Coming in.
Find the South Valley side resolved. And remember to advance.
South. I got it. There you go. Resolved.
And we
Advance
advance.
the act. If there are 2 resolved locations in play, immediately advance. Oh, no. It's another pseudopod. Oh, of course. This is going to be the whole game, isn't it? It's just growing and growing and growing. Just horrific.
Oh, dear.
Okay, what is it? It's the same thing, right? Yeah, it's the same card. I like this. It reminds me of in Dream Eaters when Tony was facing off against the spider. There were like the legs that would rotate, and this is the different tentacles that kind of launch out and go random places. Act 3.
Well.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Oh yeah, do read.
Oh, I was just going to read it really quick. Yeah. Manifestation of Darkness. Into the valley oozes a great inky mass whose mannerisms are immediately and shockingly familiar to you. The thing that chased you under the city and devoured the king of the Shoggoths has somehow followed its master's call despite its immeasurable bulk. Without hesitation, oh boy, it plunges into the convergence, becoming indivisible from the whole. If there are at least three resolved locations in play, immediately advance.
Next action.
Oh yeah, right. Got a halter.
Little things. I'm just gonna evade them. 3 to 1. I don't have anything else that I want to use. Oh, right. I should have used my lucky cigarette case.
Yes, it was succeed by 3. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 is fine.
Yeah.
So half my deck.
I mean, that's fun. It's a good ability. Like, I've heard drawing cards in a card game is good. The ability to look especially is pretty nice. And especially if you're playing with, as you are, Jenny's got a lot of little individual relics and trinkets and one-ofs and unique things, you know?
And tricks up hers.
Well, that's okay too.
Yeah, 3 to... Yeah, the second action is 3 to 1 evade. I don't do it.
Very good. We'll take it.
Third action... Well... is feeling so lonely that...
Oh, Delilah. Hello.
And if I pay 1 resource, I can do 2 damage.
Right, and of course that would take out both of them, right? Which because it overflows. That's real. Okay, that's quite nice.
Yeah, Delilah is really coming in handy. Oh, you seem to have some trouble with these little guys. Let me handle it.
Yeah, that's I've eaten bigger enemies for breakfast. I don't know. Anyway, Delilah's back. Woo! She's so cool.
Yeah,
this
she actually has. She's killed a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, at this point she could just have the title Nazi Hunter. I think that would be pretty fair as well. Like, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. An assassin, a fixer. Sorry, Crosshair. Yes, you were saying. Oh.
A doom. I could go to the Elder Pharaohs and stop to doom, but
You also take a bunch of damage, no?
yeah, like no. I think I'm gonna just exploit my double. Hey,
Oh yeah.
just Delilah is here,
Yeah.
so it's time to get paid.
Oh yeah. Why not?
1 resource for each action you perform this turn, including this one. If it's your turn and your turn, but like double lets me play that twice. So that's back up to 13.
No problem. It's pretty delicious. How are we looking?
It's
on
a
time?
questionable thing because it basically ends my turn, but double is a reaction.
Yeah. Whoops, sorry, I'm just... Oh, do I still have music playing? I do. Perfecto. Shall we, then? I think we've got time, definitely, to move through at least another enemy in Upkeep and Mythos Phase here.
Yep.
Well, when the enemy phase begins, a couple things happen, right? The venting heat exchanger doesn't do anything. Never mind, that's fine. But patrollers patrol. So, the pseudopod has patrol to a random location. So we can, randomly select one there. Okay, it goes north, where it will stay. And then those guys... That guy's still just chilling, I think, yeah. And those guys will go.
Yeah, and they go to the center. Do.
Then, of course, half of the clues at the end of the enemy phase, half the clues on locations become doom.
Half.
Yeah. Round it up, yeah. Woo!
So, did I have 1 clue here, or
There were, there were 3 on the location, yeah.
So
Yeah, there was one, and then I think you killed 2 things. And I believe that's it for that enemy phase, so that's something. And upkeep, of course, brings us hopefully some more exciting stuff. Okay, I mean, I guess this is useful. Not now, though. It's not useful now.
I could have used that days ago.
Yeah, basically.
And
Yeah.
the
Oh, yes, of
Vision
course.
adds a
It vents.
Doom?
It vents more.
Yeah.
The Black Pit adds 2 dooms. That's 4 out of 8 on this next agenda, and of course, exactly more clues. Thank you. And we'll do the other one. I'm not looking. North side.
Oh.
Okay. How many encounter cards left? Just 3. And then we're going again. Here we go. Draw a card. Oh no. It's the visage of the primordial obscenity. Oh god, it's peeking again. Dexter's like, maybe this time will be different. I mean, peekaboo. I mean, it is what it is, right? I'm just gonna. What a nightmare. I'm just gonna. Sorry, weirdness. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think. I mean, thankfully, I'm not dead yet. I'll just test it. Maybe I'll draw an elder sign. Stupid. This game is so
The elder
stupid.
sign is gone.
This is so stupid. Take a horror, I take a mental trauma. What a nightmare. I'm just gonna get traumatized.
Spawn 1 doom at a random location.
They used to have the Southwest Chicken Wrap. Ooh, wow. Aragorn, they canceled it like 10 years ago? Are you saying that it's gonna come back?
Oh.
Or is it coming back? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
I spawned a doom at the tower because the tower is a spawn of a location.
Right. So we have the... I wish! Oh, so you're just freaking out because you really want it. I get that, Aragorn. I really do. Crosshair. We have some time, about 10 minutes or so, until my cutoff. We're starting our investigation phase. Do we think we can do an investigation phase in this time? Or should we leave the boar state as is? What say you?
I might be able to get the Elder Pharaohs and advance the act again.
What? You absolute mad lad! Well, I need more clues before I can go for this carven rim, but... Oh, well, hang on, no, we need 4 clues.
Oh,
before we can
true.
test it, right? So that's something else.
Maybe not an issue.
Well, I mean, sorry, we need 4 clues because it says you have to have at least 4 clues. Oh, you
Okay.
mean getting it is maybe not an issue.
I think I can get 2.
Okay. Oh, greetings to you, RJ Cody. Hope you're staying cool. Welcome to Doomed. We've got a few minutes left on the clock. I'm joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Bastards, Aragorn. Bastards! Sorry, Crosshair.
So
Okay.
yeah,
If I then go first and I try to, evade and shoot and whatever and get some clues and stuff, would it be helpful for me to try to get a few clues for you?
because I need 1 action to evade,
Yeah.
but I can evade everything because I can use the red clock to move without attack of
Yes.
opportunity.
Oh, that's great.
I can move to the Elder Pharaohs with these little guys.
Aragorn, are you
So-
sure it's not working though? Because that's a fun game and he is very dreamy. Yes, Crosshair, you're right.
And
We
I can
move in for free evade.
evade the pseudopod, which will move to the jungle.
Yeah.
Evade the rest of them.
And
Then Delilah can do 2 damage, and I can get 2 clues.
and then you would have a couple actions left, I think.
Yeah, and I might be able to try to get the Elder Pharaohs with the Hard Knocks.
Yeah. But it does sound like it would be
I need-
ideal if you had two more clues.
Yeah, ideal, but not impossible still.
Okay.
But
Because
The deal is 2.
we need
Yeah.
4 as a group to be able to try is kind of the thing, right?
Mm.
Riot. I love it. Weirdness. Okay, in that case then, are you okay with me going first here? I'm gonna try to give you a little hand.
Yeah, I need the 2 clues to try it. So.
Okay. Evade, shoot, kill. Clue. Yeah. Okay. As long as long as everything goes according to plan.
Well, you've drawn 4
I
tentacles.
don't
this
want you to
game,
tell me
so-
how many I've drawn. I do, actually. Sorry, where's my green poker chip? There it is. Green. Green means go. All right, let's do it. I'm doing it. Son of a... Dexter dives behind a snowbank, throws another clip in his automatic. That's 3 resources to do that. We're going to evade. Oh, my God. Here we go. I'm going to evade using the mists. This is 7 to 1 against all these little boyos. Evaded! The mists again creep out and shroud the area. Dexter's going to try to get a shot off from his tiny little gun. A fluffy snowbank, exactly, Weirdness. It smells fresh. It smells delicious. This is 5 to 1. I'm going to cancel the curse. Curse canceled.
Oh, they're curseless.
Yes. Okay, cool.
Hey!
Okay, so that kills 2 of them, which turns 2 of them into clues. Which means I now have 2 actions. 1 action, 6 cents, 6 to 1. Make it 7 to 1, just for funsies, I guess. That is a nightmare. That is honestly a real problem here, right? I don't have no, I don't have any clue compression. No. Balls. I have things in hand, but like I can't. No.
I can make it work.
Okay. Well, let me at least try to get one for you.
Yep.
Yep.
Might be able to make it work.
Potion, spell, or spirit. It's not a spell. It doesn't matter. Okay. I'll just 6 cents again. That one's fine. And here comes another clue. So I have 1 clue, and I will place a random clue on the Elder Pharaohs. Yeah?
That's actually great. That's perfect.
Stuffy Snowbank smells like a candle I remember from my youth. Over to you, Crosshair. I'm so mad at that tentacle token. I could have been a winner. I could have been a contender. Sorry, please.
Fine, it's fine. So, red clock ticks along. I move up to 2 times without problems.
Yeah.
And I am now...
Got a bunch
Let's just say I'm engaged with
Yeah,
everyone
there's a
here.
big old monster. There's a monster mash happening here. Yeah, exactly.
5 on 4. Evade.
5
no.
on 2.
2 on 4.
Right. 4. Sorry.
5 on 2 to evade the board. And I don't have anything else, so I'm gonna make it sure, and I'm gonna go to 6 on 2. No, actually I don't need to, because it's already a 6 on 2, because Eye of Jinn turns my agility to 5, and then Delilah gives me +1.
Right.
So yeah,
Sorry, I had to just
I'm
type
gonna-
that out there for Aragorn's benefit. I think typing it made more sense. All
Yeah.
right. Go,
six-
We got it. Yes.
6 on 2, evaded.
Oh, delicious. Delicious.
I don't think I want to use my golden thing, because everything here is evaded.
Oh, and this goes right after it becomes exhausted. Move it to the Thawing Jungle. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm gonna exhaust Delilah to do with 1 resource, 2 of these.
Now we're cooking with gas. These resource generation things are really... Now it's helping.
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. Because I'm gonna spend 2 resources to get a clue from my location.
Ah. A clue.
Yeah, a clue. Then I'm gonna double it.
There it is. Sorry, I was wondering. Yes, good.
And pay 2 extra to get 2 more clues from it.
I mean, is this gonna happen? Oh,
That's 4.
all right.
Agility 10. And I have agility 4.
You also have a couple actions. One extra? I'm just wondering if you extra resources or something might help. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, I played the Intel report.
Yeah.
If I take a resource, that would mean 1 more to try the thing.
This is correct, Eric. This is a good point. Sorry, you
It's
said
a 4 against 10, and I need basically 10 resources to make it.
or the equivalent in icons, I guess, right? Potentially.
Yeah.
Oh, it's rough, Crosshair. I'm not gonna lie. It's
4 cards on the deck.
Hmm.
Only thing I could do is use get a resource and use that to advance, like.
Yeah, you would be 3 over the test, I think, right? At that point?
Yeah, if I spend everything.
If you spend everything. And then the question is, do we want to, or do we want to just wait another round, get more clues? Because we could probably get at least one more, and, is that the best thing to do?
So, right, still, it's like free, basically. It just cost me resources, but let's go all in. I'll take a resource.
This is the last
and
thing that's
then
going to happen on stream today, so I think it should be pretty exciting. Oh my god.
last action,
Oh my god.
attempt
Absolute unit.
to, let's see, scale the tower. Jenny's just gonna grab her flapper dress and scale the tower. So that's a 4 on 10.
Okay. Seems a little low. I'm just kidding.
10 on 10. Let's go to 0.
Yes.
13 on 10. So, -4 or a tentacle will ruin this, but anything else? Oh,
Come on.
nice,
Get it.
nice knowing you.
No.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay.
This was a possibility. We didn't know this might happen. It's unfortunate.
So it's
That is.
but we can try it again.
We're gonna have to, yeah. Well, we'll get more clues. We'll make it easier. You'll have the Eye of the Djinn ready, and like maybe more resources or something. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it here at the enemy phase marker so that we remember. Does Jenny kind of make it most of the way up before slipping down, or like what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Graspy Loot. It's going well. We had to start early because I have a hard cutoff of right now, unfortunately. But I would say it's going pretty well. The Stygian creatures are amassing in the center for, devastation. And that's what's happening, which is very well, they're trying to free the extra-dimensional creature. We've got lots more coming, but we've managed to seal some tunnels and stop some vents from leaking. It's pretty exciting, and Aragwen's correct as well. Yeah, that's pretty much the case.
Yeah. Mostly good. Mostly
good, yeah. So folks, stay tuned, of course, to the Discord. That's where you can get all the updates on what's streaming when. I'd love to finish this with the Crosshair at some point, but we have to chat about what's happening. Tomorrow, there will be no Changeling Riverwild, but there may be another stream during that slot, so stay tuned to the Discord, where you will be able to find out what, when, and where. Thank you, sir.
Soon as we can.
Because, yeah, well, I also don't want to come back to this in 3 weeks and be like, what is this? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Basically, if we don't finish this at the start of the week, we won't finish this in 2 weeks.
Ever, yeah. And then at that point, it's like, oh, God. But thank you all so much for being here today. It's so wonderful to have folks to chat and joke about things. Aragwen, I hope your candles are wonderful. I was going to say delicious. Don't eat them. Thank you all very much for all the subs, for all the... Yeah, well, Aragwen, don't worry. She's not white-knuckling it right now. I think it'll be okay. And of course I have to thank the Crosshair. We're not quite done, but we're so close to the end of the campaign. Stay tuned. There's going to be more Doomed for you. Any last words?
Do it!
Yep. Any last words of wisdom?
Well, I said that it ends tonight, but tonight goes a bit more longer.
What is time, really?
Just look at all these Doom tokens.
It's just disgusting. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Have a wonderful rest of the evening. The third finale is the real one. We'll see y'all soon, okay? Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.